leader. They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
I could not be here breathing and be comfortable if I was really as bad as they was making it. You know, nobody could be around me. So for me to be this calm, I must have some kind of inner peace. And my inner peace is knowing that once everybody take the time to really see what type of person I am, you'd be surprised that I stuck around this long. I have to make the life that I do live as happy as I can and try to do the best with what I have. You know, live the best life I can live, be as happy as I can be. Nothing is perfect for anybody. I don't know.
Boys, I swear, I think I figured it out. You know why they don't want us redneck brothers and sisters and the hood brothers and sisters getting along? You know why? Because we'd be unstoppable. I'm telling you right now, we would shut shit down.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm coming in singing. Blessings, blessings. Welcome to Unsisted Enlightenment Talk. And I'm here for it today. Okay, I wasn't here for it last night. Let me clear my throat. I wasn't here for it last night. I pretty much knew that the trustees wasn't going to show up. We're going to go over that. We're going to talk about some things today on New Year's Eve, the pagan New Year's Eve. You know, I'm going to say it. But I want to send blessings and love and light out to the family, to the Levi family, and to everyone who is celebrating. You know, as I state, you know, I'm a Hebrew woman, but I love family. I love togetherness, and anything that can bring us together on a positive note is something that I support. So today I'm going to keep y'all entertained for a little while because I know everybody was live last night. So I was like, you know what? Let me hit y'all with a little rerun because yesterday was actually the day that Nate Fells was supposed to pick up his letter of determination of what happened at the hearing. So I felt in the best interest of Nate Fells, let's, you know, put a little rerun on so you guys can remember what's happening. You know, hopefully I'll get an update on if he filed his appeal and how that's going. You know, as I told you guys, I think that he should just continue campaigning. Don't stop. Continue to move forward. Okay. So last night, they had a board meeting yesterday evening. Now, before that, I want to just do a little flashback because the Thornton residents have been going through the motions because of Miss Henyard and her shenanigans, you know, playing games. And we do have proof that, you know, Henyard have been out and about with these buses that was allegedly uninsured, but she's still moving and grooving, doing things that she's not supposed to do, and giving the residents, Thornton residents, a hard time. So let's just do a little flashback because it's just appalling at this point how many meetings she's calling, and I think she's doing that for a reason. You know, as we read, I may could get to it today or on a later date, depending. Remind me. To my knowledge, the Thornton trustees have up to like 5, and I believe 5 consecutive meetings that they meet that they would basically be petitioned to give up their seats or resign. Now we know I don't think that has happened back to back with Carmen or Gonzalez, but that's something that we're going to review because I think that's one of the things she's trying to do, having these meetings back to back, you know. And just keeping drama going. So they had a meeting a couple of days ago, and this was a little bit of talk about it.
Township this morning. Supervisor Tiffany Henyard says the trustees there who are boycotting recent meetings are putting people in jeopardy. Our Courtney Sisk is joining us live to explain this. Courtney.
Hi, Alex. That's right. Trustees have boycotted about 5 of the past meetings because of the agenda. They say Supervisor Henyard wants to hand select a new appointee to a vacancy that would be key in tie-breaking votes. However, those 2 trustees, Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle, again, did not show up last night to prevent that appointment from happening. They say they want voters to elect a new trustee instead. This comes amid scrutiny of Henyard's handling of township finances here and in Dalton. Meanwhile, Henyard claims the township cannot conduct business without all trustees present at these meetings. She says they cannot review their insurance and threatens potential layoffs if the township needs to shut down and cannot operate.
The board is hurting people. They're hurting our residents. I don't care if you don't like me, don't like somebody on this board. It does not matter. What matters is you come here and you take care of your responsibility and take care of the business here at the township.
I'm not even watching it, and I start cracking as she said robbability. I have to laugh. Okay, let's just let her finish.
Now, Henyard warned of a possible government shutdown last night. And so far this morning, we're here at the Thornton Township building, and it is closed. The door says that it's supposed to be open today at this time, but it is closed. There's a new sign on the door that says that it's closed, leading to a QR code, which goes just to the township's website. We're working to find out more information on if there is a shutdown happening, why no one is answering any of the operator calls, and why this building is closed this morning. We'll continue to keep you up to date. For now, we'll send it back to you.
All right, we'll keep.
Okay, so that's kind of like a flashback that would happen like less than a week ago, because she just keep things going. So this was her ammunition allegedly to shut down some of the buildings in Thornton Township. Okay, now I just want to highlight this today. There has been some talk about basically Gonzalez and Carmen need to show up. Okay, we've been hearing residents coming out and saying this. That's the new tone now. I do believe that Henyard is petitioning that type of talk, but we also have other commentators that are saying that. Now, we have 2 videos that we're going to show you. One of Henyard on her page, and then one of the Lansing Journal. They did a flashback and a breakdown to why these things are happening. And I was like, why are they doing that? Why is it? Is because of tone going on where you have some residents that's demanding Carmen and Gonzalez to come, but it also could be in regards to the video we showed you, because they want to make sure that the narrative is clear, because what Henyard is pushing is a little weird. Now, I will say, and I have to say this, we're going to look at the agenda of last night. One of the things, we're going to read what Carmen and Gonzalez had put out prior, because we already knew they wasn't coming. But we're also going to compare and contrast the agenda, because allegedly the reason why they wasn't coming, because there is a lockout. The lockout is a 2-2. And we know that we have Miss, let me put her on the screen, with her right here, Miss Wells, who is the determining factor in the vote. And we kind of assume that she's going to be going with Henyard. So the trustees has been trying to play it safe, allegedly, in my opinion, from what I know of, not going so she won't appoint a trustee. Now, that open seat is allegedly able to be picked by the residents at this point. And one of the candidates, and the only candidate that I know of, is Stephanie Wiedeman. And we went into her case, kind of broke down what happened with her. She went through a lot of trials and tribulations, locked up, false for arrest, all of this crazy stuff. But we want to highlight what's going on, just kind of like backtrack, get everybody up to par. And that stupid fly came in here. I was trying to catch that fly. Get everybody up to par and just remind them. So this was December 20th, 2024. Longtime Democrat Stephanie Wiedeman willing to fill Thornton Township trustee vacancy. Extensive experience will allow her to bring recovery efforts quickly before new board election in April. When a new trustee is chosen to fill the vacancy on the township Thornton board, the person will serve only about 3 months before the new board takes over. Stephanie Wiedeman says she thinks she's the right person to bridge that gap. On December 17th, Wiedeman filed a petition. So she filed the petition. This was a petition that is in relation to a new trustee being appointed for right now, with the Thornton Township Clerk Office urging it to set a date for the public forum where voters will select a replacement for the trustee, Jerry Jones, who resigned October 7th. And I thank you. Okay, because Lansing don't be playing. Because another thing that Miss TIFF TIFF was trying to do was put on the agenda. I think that was the last one, not this one, but before, the resignation of Jerry Jones, as though his resignation didn't take place in October. And that's why I made this comment, like, what are we running here? The Amistad? Because when I give my resignation, you accept it no matter what. And if you didn't accept it, cut the check. So she put that on the agenda, I think, to cause mayhem, because that's what Tiffany does, just to get people talking and maybe get the bloggers to run with anything, because that's the agenda of these political parties out there, to control what the narrative is. Okay, so we already know Jerry Jones was out of there. I'm thanking God that none of the bloggers picked that up as though there was some type of reset. So that was good. They already passed the 60-day timeline of the residents being able to choose a trustee. So Ms. Wiedeman have made the efforts to submit this paperwork so she can get a date. So it's just a little appalling to me that Tiffany keeps setting all of these special meetings and dates and things like that, and we still didn't get a date for this. Okay, because I think the residents are ready. Okay, so if there's a letter turning into if there's a letter turned into the clerk, more than 15 or more electors requesting a meeting, then the clerk has to proceed. My goal was to prevent any delay. Wiedeman said it's time to start planning a recovery, and it starts with filling that seat. So I don't know if 15 more, like, what did it say? It says it's if there's a letter turned into the clerk with 15 or more electors requesting a meeting. So I don't know what that means by electors, but I will hope that was submitted properly. My favorite resident can keep me posted. We got some information for you too as well. Shout out to my favorite resident, very, very active. So she gave us some proof of some stuff we're going to be talking about today. So all I know is that the letter was submitted and they're supposed to be making a date. Okay. So no appointment and a people's vote. So since Jones' resignation, Trustee Chris Gonzalez and Carlis have boycotted Township Board meeting, in part to prevent Supervisor Henyard from calling for a vote to appoint a trustee. A rule gives the board 60 days to appoint someone to fill a vacancy. That clock has run out, and now voters get to choose the interim trustee at a public forum. Now, what you're going to see the Lansing show you is exactly what they're trying to get done and how Tiffany got into her place. It was a situation like this. And allegedly, I was told that the reason why Tiffany was appointed because they did not want to give the residents the right to choose, allegedly. Okay. And then they end up appointing this hot mess. hotmess.com. Now, Thornton Trustees will skip Monday's meeting. Now, this is brought to you by Fox 32 Chicago. We already knew that they wasn't going to show up. That's why I said this is a bunch of shenanigans that Tiffany is pulling. And I don't know if it's because of the 5-time missing meeting thing, if she's trying to get to that. But we're going to count to see how much they actually met. I do believe, and I remember it was given the inclination that it had to be 5 consecutive. And we also talked about the nature of them being able to miss it. So if I stand corrected, allegedly, Ms. Carlisa, her restraining order took place in sometime into September, I think, a while ago. I'm thinking September. And allegedly, they said that it gives some room for Keith Price to be in some type of vicinity with her. Now, I haven't verified that, but that's what they were saying, and saying that she's using it for an excuse not to show up. I don't think that's totally true, but I can't verify that. So I'm just going to put that out there. So let's play this real quick, because we already was made aware that they was not showing up yesterday. Okay.
It appears the stalemate in Thornton Township will be continuing into the new year. Two of the trustees who've been at odds with Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard released a letter today saying they will not attend tomorrow night's special board meeting, which means the meeting cannot be held without a quorum. Trustees Chris Gonzalez and Carmen Carlisle say the meeting was scheduled by Henyard without their input, and they've received no information about the insurance issues that have essentially closed the township for business. Insurance contracts lapsed at the end of November, leaving the township exposed to potential liability. There has not been an official township board meeting in months because the two trustees say Henyard is refusing to give them the information they need to conduct business, and because they believe that Henyard will try to fill a vacant trustee's position with an ally to give her the balance of power on the board. Now, those two trustees also sent an email to Henyard this week saying, in part, we firmly believe that all stakeholders, trustees, staff, and yourself have an obligation to represent the township with dignity and pride. There is a better way to govern, and we...
Oh, my God. She had the nerve. Who released this statement? It could not have been Henyard. Dignity and pride? Hold up. Let's just play out. This is good. This is our favorite clip now, brought to us by resident Cynthia Scott Turner. I kept her name so she could get a shout out. Dignity and pride. Who is
leader? They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth.
Dignity and pride, huh? All right. Yeah, we're going to let this just finish off real quick. I just had to show y'all, remind people, because I want to highlight this. I think it's a tone being set now because Tiffany has not been indicted. Okay, so they like, well, since we this far, Tiffany has not been indicted, so everything they could be saying is a lie. Bring the proof, bring the proof. And that is so true because, I start to feel away myself. Every time I present a case to y'all, I'll be like, FBI, what's going on? Love of life with, come on, Annie up. Things like that to help push along this alleged indictment that's supposed to come. But what that goes to say, that does not mean that Tiffany is not guilty of something. You just saw a small clip of Tiffany behavior. Tiffany is a very nasty woman, and I believe she's very hard to work with. And the numerous lawsuits that have been brought up against Dalton because of her highlights that she is a problem and she's a detriment to Dalton and Thornton. I don't want anyone to forget or let the narrative be changed that this woman is innocent, because even if she have not got indicted on alleged misappropriation of funds, because that's what people believe she did, and even the news report on her using Thornton credit card to go to a mayor convention in Washington, which is proven to be true. I will hope that they didn't put out false allegations, but what that goes to say, that's misappropriation of funds, money going where it's not supposed to. Also, because I just want to remind people, because I know it's like, okay, we get towards election, it's election time. Don't play around with this woman, because through this whole thing, she gave people hell. She gave people hell. Many people lost their jobs. The lawsuits highlights her basically pushing her weight around, intimidating people, moving people out of their office, putting them in dungeons, all types of stuff. Y'all remember she did a whole lot. We read a lot of cases, and that shows that something is seriously wrong with this woman. So I don't look at my thing just poking out my ears. I do apologize. I don't want people to forget what she have done. It is a reason why there's so many people that talk against her. We do want the facts, and that's why I make sure what I bring here is solidified in facts. All those court cases that I brought you had her name on it. Okay, all of them. Very arrogant, conspiring, messing up the name of Dalton and now Thornton, because Thornton is receiving lawsuits. You know what I'm saying? So just remember, because I think it's something going on as though she's innocent. Okay. And I know she is not. She is not. Okay. So let's just move forward. I wanted to highlight that because we ain't here to play. We here to slay. Thornton Township Board can't meet in their own building. Insurance lab. So one of the things we're going to listen to is one of the residents in the meeting. I did hear her talk about that, and they addressed that. So I think I'm going to save that clip. No, you want to play it? Let's just play this little 54-second clip, and then we're going to get into Tiffany's video. I believe this is Tiffany's video. Yeah, we're going to get into Tiffany's video. You know, she released something a couple of hours ago. Yep, I've been creeping. That's why I said I'll just wait. I'll let everybody go live, and then we're going to come with everything. Like, you know what happened? This is everything. So that's what we do here. We're going to break it up. Thank you for watching our reruns. That's where you'll get the focus information. But here, we're going to just do the deep dive. Keep y'all entertained today, okay? For a couple of hours while y'all cooking, or, after this, I'm going to be cooking a little bit, chopping it up in the kitchen. Let's play this.
Tonight in South Suburban Thornton Township. The township is meeting tonight, but not at its own building. That building can't be used because the township hasn't paid the insurance bill. Instead, a special board meeting is being held here in the Harvey City Council chambers. Yesterday, 2 township trustees wrote Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard ahead of time that they would not be at the meeting. They say she needs to conduct herself more professionally and foster an environment of respect. Their absence means there are not enough board members to vote on paying the insurance bill. Henyard blames.
Look at Kamal Woods. Look at old man Woods right there. Looking like a young boy.
Trustee absences for the lapse in coverage in the first place.
We cannot move forward with business. We cannot pay bills. We cannot do a lot of things if the board members do not show up.
Aside from the township building, Henyard says there is no longer insurance coverage on vehicles or other buildings. She also warned that township services will have to come to a halt.
All right. So y'all know I don't agree with that. I think she's holding township services hostage because if this was run properly, all of these things should have been funded already and money allocated. But, I think a little different. Let's just look at what was addressed last week at the meeting that they did attend, as though Henyard talk about not being able to get insurance. Okay. Here, this was about a Lansing. We will not. This was released on the 28th. So this was Carlisa and Gonzalez says Monday meeting was scheduled without their agreement. So this is, dear residents, we regret to inform you that we will not be attending Monday's board meeting. Ms. Henyard was advised well in advance that the proposed date was not conducive for our attendance, yet the meeting was scheduled without our agreement. Additionally, we have not received any information regarding the auto or liability insurance, which remain uncovered, unresolved. So this is one of the things, she's supposed to present it to them before they get to the meeting. So even this was 2 days prior, we're going to listen to one of the residents actually highlight that they didn't find coverage till yesterday, allegedly. We're gonna listen to that because this is the thing, and this is like people like, Gonzalez and Anita show up. They're stopping our services, and we're gonna talk about the services because I do believe services is very important. But let's just read this. This is what was addressed last week. Point Alliance Insurance as broker for record for workers' comp, so that got addressed. Approved extension report coverage of IPMG. Township crime coverage for December 1st, 2024 to December 1st, 2025. Cyber coverage extension from December 1st to December 20th. That's short. It says cyber extension from December 1st to December 20th, 2024. And then I believe they were looking to move on after that. Cyber coverage from December 20th, 24 to December 1st, 2025. Previous communication indicate the absence of general liability, public officials, or auto insurance coverage. As of now, no further information has been provided on these critical matters. So those are the things. And as of yesterday, I know they still riding around in them buses We will not engage in a political game being played by Supervisor Henyard and her team. Our focus is solely on doing the business of Thornton Township and ensuring you, the residents, receive a transparency and accountability you deserve. So this is from Gonzalez. We will not engage in okay, sorry, I was about to reread that. This ongoing issues appears to be an attempt to mislead the public. We cannot allow taxpayers' resources to be wasted. After the last board meeting, we reached out to the appointed supervisor offering a resolution, but our email was unanswered. We remain committed to addressing these concerns and continuing our work at the regular scheduled board meeting. So this was put out on 28th. This is insurance that y'all have. And allegedly, as per that resident who made a comment, y'all gonna listen, that they were only okay or proposed to get insurance yesterday, because who is the liability? Honestly, let's put it on the screen right here. She's the liability. She's the problem why they were having issues getting insurance. Okay, it's her. Thank God somebody want to do it, because that was something we talked about a long time ago. One of the things you have to bring up to these elected officials: how are y'all going to get insurance? What type of connections y'all got? Because nobody wants to deal with Thornton. Well, actually Dalton, and now it's rolling into Thornton, the whole township. That because of her. Okay, so now what we're going to do is get into a video that Henyard released a couple of hours ago. And I believe this was before the meeting. Attention, Thornton Township residents, I want to show you what's been happening with your government. Let's go. I'm about to read it to y'all. Put it on the screen. Don't call it a comeback. You already know she got something to say. Let's read what she got to say. Attention, Thornton Township residents, I want to show you what's been happening with your government. There is a conspiracy going on. God, she got some nerve to use that word. And the people being gridlocking your services: food, transportation, senior services, kids after school program. Our committeeman Napoleon Harris, Mayor T.D.S. Jones, Trustee Carlisle. She put Carlisle. She is so mad. What did you do to her, Carmen? You must have said you was her best friend. You was gonna do everything. You must make this girl believe you, because she called you a liar. You lied to her. You hurt Tiffany's feelings. She's so mad she just renamed you. She can't even just like move on from it. What did you do to her? Y'all was supposed to take over the world together or something? Trustee Gonzalez and Dalton Trustees. Okay, I have always fought against corruption, and I still am. This is Tiffany's statement. I fought against corruption, and I still am. I'm going to show you the writing on the wall, the facts, the proof that right in front of your face, and the people behind the corruption. Blah 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 blah. I'm done. Because yeah. You said you was going to show us the proof. I went on your website and you ain't show us nothing. No Spotify, no Instagram reel post, no paper upload. So you need to take a whole glass and shut the hell up, okay? Y'all want me to get to the comments before we play this video real quick? Shout out to everybody that's here today. Happy holidays. Blessings. Miss Hill. Blessing. Foxy Roxy. Blessings. How are you, Matt? Foxy, it takes some time due to the change of president. I'm done. Stop it. I love you, but stop making excuses. After inauguration, that's when the FBI will resume the investigation again. Just watch. Whatever. They ran up on the New York mayor. He just got pardoned from Trump. I didn't know they had time. That New York man, that's just popped out the woodwork. They just take down almost half his cabinet. So I love you. I love the being optimistic, but baby, I ain't holding my breath. We just need to do what we need to do to get her out of the pot. Okay. He said, I agree with the host's statement. I don't know what statement it is, but I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here with us. Nobody will insure the township because of TIFF TIFF. Jazz. Hey, blessings. What you got on your thing? Kraft spaghetti? Spaghetti classic? And she needs to resign in order for the township to be insured. And she got some nerve. I was creeping. Now, I watched some of it yesterday. I watched it. Tell me, Carlisa and Gonzalez need to resign. I'm like, what? You know how much we've been saying resign? She's getting them to hurry up with the insurance and services due to her not being insured. She still has bonds, but it can't be active, which makes it impossible for her to make any financial decisions. Right now, the trustees are the only way the township can get any day-to-day decisions. And I do agree with that, with the insurance situation. And also, when we go into this, I think tomorrow, because y'all know I'm a Hebrew, so I got time. We're gonna do the numbers. I told y'all we're gonna get to the numbers tomorrow, but we're gonna get to some of the numbers today. Our goal, we're gonna be here for a while. Y'all can listen to me while y'all cooking or whatever. Okay. Yes. Okay. So we got some time. We're going to get into these two videos, Lansing video, her video, and we're going to get into yesterday's meeting, kind of fast forward through that. And then we're going to get into some of these financial statements that is on the Thornton website. Again, now all we're going to highlight today is the loans and the grants. That's all I want to highlight. We're going to calculate, and then we're going to look at income. That's like, what's the income? What is the different income? The loan, the grants, and what's the other income? Okay. Then we'll kind of just glance into the spending, not as much, but we're going to show you that it's a problem. Even if she says $9 million, the issue is her spending habit, the way things have gone over the last couple of years. It's not about I like Tiffany, don't like Tiffany. She don't know what the hell she doing. The way things are set up, the residents should be mad. You need credit cards to have programs. You need credit cards. And they still spending on other accounts. Oh, I'm so done. Okay. Shout out to Thornton and Dalton trustees that had to hold it down. All right. The only people I know that makes $300,000 a year and can't pay their rent are kids. Shut it up. And gamblers. I got to agree. Thank you for being here today. Hit the like button. Let's play this right here. What Tiffany put on her page. Okay. Somebody said, why?
Carmen Carlisle. They both have refused to attend board meetings here.
Her face looked dry. I'm not going to look. This her right here, Tiffany right here. Don't she look just like the picture? I'm not going to interrupt no more, y'all. All right. I just got to show y'all. Tiffany, that's her. See, I told y'all I had the real picture. Read her for filth. I'm laughing. I got jokes, y'all.
Here at Thornton Township. If you are an elected official, your job, your duty is to show up to board meetings and take care of the people's business. They have not.
What is with this inspirational music? Let me fast forward. I'm going to put it a little faster because she is not about to take up all our time today. Let's play it.
Attended a board meeting for 60, 70 days and counting, causing the township to be without insurance. I placed on the agenda a 100 historical property tax refund. I also placed on the agenda 3 different insurance that we need for our property, for a vehicle, for cyber insurance. In each.
This was 19 hours ago. We got the cyber insurance already. Look at her witchy nails, looking like a witch. So the cyber, why? This was a couple of hours ago. So my thing is, why are you talking about cyber insurance?
Time, they refuse to show up and vote for what's needed for our residents. Hello, everybody. Good evening. Thank you guys for coming now on this wonderful Tuesday. I have several announcements this evening, but due to the fact that we do not have a quorum, there will not be an actual voting meeting, an actual regular scheduled board meeting this evening. Okay, guys, we do not have a quorum, so we will not be having a board meeting this evening. As you can see, it's 2 board members here. And thank you for coming out. Sorry that you didn't show up, but I just hope the news get it right. As you can see, we are all here present and willingly to have a scheduled board meeting. It saddens my heart that every time it's time to do the business and the will of the people, it gets blocked because people don't come and take their job serious. We basically have 2 scheduled meetings every single month, and our job is to come, pay the bills, pass ordinances if need be, and make sure you understand what it is that we have been doing for an entire month as relates to being board members. So I just want to point that out so you understand what's going on. And as relates to safety, we have put so many steps and things in place to make sure we assure everyone's safety here in Thornton Township.
Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard is calling a special meeting.
Back out here live, we do know that Tiffany Henyard is on location. Henyard says that Thornton Township residents are in line, guys, listen to this, to receive a 100% property tax refund.
Can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? Should we talk about the property 100% tax property refund and the proof that I got and how much y'all possibly getting back, and that this is not her idea? Or y'all just want to listen? Let's listen some more. Just know that we're going to get into that because she needs to stop with this nonsense, okay? Just stop.
But she says a meeting needs to take place and trustees must show up in order for that business to follow through.
Next is approval of supervisors 100% tax refund for all homeowners of Thornton Township.
I'd like to make a motion. I'd like to make a motion, having done all the necessary business. I'd like to make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
While we adjourn the meeting, if right now we're here to take care of the business. So residents, see what's going on. There's no motion for an adjournment. We're here to have the business, trustee. So as I was saying, it was okay. There's no second. So if you're following Robert rules of orders, which I advise you to adopt, you will understand how this goes. We're moving on. The residents are here today to speak about exactly what's going on as relates to township business. So we can have the business, guys. We even got to have something really important with our bank account. So all that's on the agenda. So adjourning for what? Why did you come to a meeting if you don't want to handle the business? Let's continue. We're here to talk about something important. We're giving away $2.2 million to the residents of Thornton Township. We are giving you guys tax refund, something that you need, something that you all complain about.
This is, I told you, it was hard for Gonzalez to walk out, but he like, I'm not about to fall for this nonsense. Do y'all want to hear more of her shenanigans? So she goes into talking about adopting a budget, and you already know why they are afraid of adopting the budget. Oh, we're going to look at the adopted budget today, too. Oh, it's looking a little inflated. Yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to get into that a little bit. We're going to look. It's looking a little weird. What else? What is this? Motion to authorize Thornton Township. This was the new business. She really highlighted this. This was since November 25th. She really highlighted this as though people want her to have this. And it's so sad because this is what Thornton Township services is supposed to be for, to provide services for the residents. But no one trusts her. So here, the new business for November 25th, as per her, showing it as though she should be granted this, lost her daggone mind. Motion to authorize Thornton Township to open the following checking accounts. Y'all remember that? That was laughable. Laughable. After you just watching her spending tactics, who would want to do this? Who would want to do this? Operating 1 checking account, operating 2 checking account, 3 savings account, 4 health insurance checking account. Additionally, the board will authorize Supervisor Tiffany Henyard and Financial Director Robert Hunt as the designated signature on these accounts. Not even to add the clerk, but add her and her henchmen. And we know the clerk is suspect. But I think at least I'm still questioning Wells, Loretta, because what she did to Nate, and I will clarify that today, it was not Gonzalez's vote against Nate. It was Everett and it was Wells. Both of the two who we knew we needed to be worried about. So just highlight that. So they don't even want her on the account. I think she got more discernment than Hunt. Hunt is just whatever Tiffany say, she got him by the throat. Okay. So she wanted to Chase, Providence, First, Merchants Bank, Bank of America, Bank of Financial, U.S. Bank, and Huntington Bank. Now, when we looked at some of the bank accounts, they old records, the records that they had Freedom of Information requests that I have, some of these banks was not there. They had like First National. So she tried to get all new everything. Okay. Showing this like somebody want to deal with her. She lost her mind. I'm kind of skipping through her stuff. Y'all can watch this on your own. I am not about to have her run her mouth. December 5th, appoint Alliant Insurance. So that was brokers for recorded records for workers' compensation. Approval for cyber insurance proposal. This was since the 5th. Okay, we know about that. And I'm like, what she needs cyber insurance for? And then y'all got a surprise for y'all tonight, okay? Because y'all know Tiffany said she didn't have a party. Yeah, if y'all remember, I got the proof. Tiffany had a party. What is this? What's going on? What she got here?
Please, at that state, and I'm going to be quick. You guys know we do not have insurance here in Thornton Township. I've been saying this. I've been showing this.
Okay, she looking raggedy and getting on my nerves, y'all. Let's move forward. I wish I could show the whole video, but I can't take her going in so much. Okay, so that was her thing. So you know her angle. Her angle is we need insurance. You guys are holding up the progress. The residents are suffering. We cannot continue services. So I'm going to hold Thornton hostage. Okay. And that's why you see her go and have this meeting yesterday in Harvey. And nobody was trying to go over there. They said, oh, hell no. Allegedly, police is allegedly more corrupted than Thornton, or just as much, allegedly. Okay, allegedly. So, Thornton Township Supervisor's position still vacant as deadline looms. Now, what I will say was a little weird is that do y'all think Tiffany can just appoint someone without it being on the agenda? Because this was the agenda yesterday, and it was not for her. What the heck is this one? Is this March? Oh, no. Hold on. Here we go. Sorry. That's the other one I want to show y'all. That's going to be the one I show y'all next, because that's going to be the article before the Lansing video, because the Lansing Journal did a great job showing or reiterating what's going on, and don't lose focus. Don't be trying to put pressure on Carmen and him saying, come, all this stuff, because y'all know what tactics is being used by Henyard so she can get her hand on y'all money, on the resources. Don't get blinded. Okay. The issue here is that Tiffany does not know how to spend money. She does not know how to communicate with the board properly. And they had to put restrictions on her. The same thing they had to do in Thornton. So please. Now here, this is the only thing, the old news, and we're going to get to the 100% property tax thing. Y'all want to do that now? Let's get to the 100% property tax thing after I read this, and then we're going to get to Lansing video. So the old news that was on yesterday was the approval of bills, the general fund, general assistance fund, road and bridges. Old news, approval of Supervisor Henyard 100% property tax refunds for the homeowners. And we're going to get into that. Approval for bonuses for all Thornton Township employees. Now, I don't go against bonuses. People need it. I would love to get a bonus, but it has to be conducive with the situation. And right now, since no one really has a grip on what the spending is, and they're still trying to get things together, I don't think that this is a good idea. I mean, it depends on the bonus. You see what I'm saying? Approval of forensic audit proposal submitted by Eddie Valley. So let me look at that. Somebody showed me that. They was like, I had that paper. And that audit needs to be approved. Now, I will hope that audits everything and not what Tiffany Henyard was trying to push forward a couple of meetings before, where she was like, we going to do an audit on yours, Carmen, and Keith Freeman. Just y'all two only. You agree? All the talking, I think they got so confused that trustees agreed to it by mistake. They like, we're going to do the audit. And they like, wait, is it for all of us or just us? Nah, wait a minute. So Tiffany tried to slip that in. I noticed that. So motion to approve IT and Senior Services Department to receive credit card to handle day-to-day. What do you need to buy? I say this all the time. I know y'all here for services, but since these are set up services that's not specialized to Tiffany, she did not make these up. These are not her own programs. They have been in line for years. What was the normal status quo of getting the money disseminated and they run their day-to-day operations? The credit card? That's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. What do you need to pay for IT? The person who helped in running the program, he better be getting a check. The light bill, internet. What else? You don't need no more computers. When we looked through the numbers before, we saw all of this electronics being bought, all of this stuff. We saw that. So you don't need no more phones, no more computers. We saw all those purchases happen last year and the year before that. Then it says adopted 2024-25 budget. We're going to get into that today. Okay. Appropriation ordinance. We're going to look into both of these ordinances. Okay. That's what we're going to look at. Now, resolution proclamations ordinance, approved ordinance, general funds, and funding tax levy ordinance. So in future broadcasts, we're going to get into taxation levies. I know what a taxation levy is when they tax us. They put a levy on us. But I don't know the total process of the government putting a levy, getting like bonds and that type of levy thing. I know about us. So I'm going to tell y'all that's something I have to research about these government bonds, but that's something that we're going to look into because she's saying that the bonds can't be like signed off on if you don't have, this is what she was saying before, if you don't have a budget and the lawyer circumvented what she said and said, no, you could do the bond thing, but y'all do need to have the actual approval of the budget. It will help. Okay. But she was trying to say, no, y'all remember that. I'll be listening to some things. So I didn't see anything on this that talked about them getting a trustee in. So if you guys are more educated in this, y'all can let me know. Would Tiffany be able to say, hey, I'm going to appoint a trustee? Because that's what got her in trouble before in Dalton. She wasn't supposed to appoint those people without having them on the agenda, and she popped it up on the trustees, and that's why she lost. Not only why she lost because they were just fools and they wasn't supposed to be appointed, and you already know about Berg and all that. Okay, so can she do that again? But that's what I was saying. It wasn't on the agenda for yesterday. But I guess the thing is with Carmen and Gonzalez, they're saying that they couldn't show up. And they told her that already. And that was released already on the 28th. Okay. Now, this is confusion marks attempted appointment of Zuccarelli replacement. This was an article, 4-minute read, March 1st, 2022. We're going to look at this article real quick, and then we're going to get into the Lansing video where they kind of break down what happened to understand where the issue started with Tiffany, who got her appointed, and where we at, why we there. Okay, so I was like, why is they putting this out? Who are they trying to circumvent? Who are they trying to change the narrative? Because I mean, like, well, not change the narrative. Y'all know what it is. Listen, trying to put the truth out there. And I think it's because of Tiffany video. And then you have other residents like, they better show up. Show up. Now it's getting a little vicious. Okay. So, y'all got comments? Y'all want me to get to y'all comments real quick before I get into the article? I hope y'all are enjoying the show. Hope y'all cooking it up in the kitchen, enjoying y'all holiday, and I'm keeping y'all entertained. Sonia, here we go. She got to go, okay? Oh, thank you. I was about to move on. Thank you, Miss Fox. Let's get to it. Thank you. Oh, my God. Let's get to the 100% property tax thing. Okay, where we at? Okay, this was an article that I found. Now the date, I can't find it, but this was Thornton Township's Focus, Thornton Township Special Edition, and this is what it had to be before Zuccarelli passed away and before Tiffany got in. Okay. Now, this is talking about the 100%, the tax rebate. So this was Zuccarelli who talked about this. And it says, over the last 10 years, right here, just going to start here. Over the last 10 years, we have refunded nearly $5 million in property taxes to homeowners. This year, refunds average $55. Okay? Thornton Township operates on only 7 cents of every property tax dollar. You remember Tiffany talking about the cents and all of that stuff? This is where she get it from, okay? So it says this year refunds average $55. Thornton Township operates on only 7 cents of every property tax you pay, and we continue to refund money whenever we can. We provided food baskets to nearly 5,000 families. This Tiffany, I'm just saying, and this is Zuccarelli's statement. Families each month employ 100 township youth over the summer to complete lawn maintenance services for seniors no longer capable of doing the work. We provide thousands of senior meals each month, transportation services and medical screening assistance. We pay utility bills and other general assistance services, help residents avoid eviction, assist hundreds of our neighbors to obtain their GED. And well, at least he was doing that too, because I don't hear Tiffany talk about that, and long-term job placement and more. Now, I haven't heard that. Remember, we went onto the website where it was like, help you look for a job, baby. It was a lawn care service job with no description. So don't this sound familiar? Now, y'all remember when I was asking Stephanie, I was like, do you think that she, mimic Zuccarelli, and she just feels she got this power from the things that she was taught by him? Now, this sounds pretty damn familiar, okay? And this was upcoming board meeting for July 20th, 2021. So this was just before he passed away, okay? This was just before he passed away. Now, it's more on this. I ain't gonna need to go through this. Look at her. Look at her. She was the mayor at this time. Look at Tiffany. Y'all see, I'm all nosy. You be finding stuff. Now, if I find anything interesting on there, I'm going to show you. But let me put up what my favorite resident said. You know what? Tell these stop half stepping. Let me tell you what I got for a refund. She was, I'm gonna show you, because I've been a Thornton resident for how long? And don't let them fool you. That's basically what she was saying. I said, okay, show me. Change. This is the stuff that she got in the mail as a resident before Tiffany. Change you can believe in and take to the bank. Okay, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the picture of the Thornton Township bus. Let's see. Hopefully not too much other. Wait, what else I got up there? Okay, let me exit out. Okay, cool. Let me put it. Okay, I had to make sure, because I don't want to show y'all the wrong stuff. I'm like, damn, the wrong thing came up. And this one is something else. This is what they got in the mail. She was not playing. She was like, I'm about to show y'all what she talking about. 100% tax refund my ass. So this was, that's right. If you're an owner occupied of a single family home or apartment building of 6 units or less. So if y'all get something like this, she just copied and pasted. Thornton Township will refund you a portion of your property taxes you paid to the township. So this was a portion. Soon you will receive in the mail an application for the refund. Be sure to fill it out and return it to the Township Supervisor, Frank Zuccarelli. This was by October 31st, 2020. Okay, so this was, I am pleased to announce, they ain't playing. My favorite resident ain't playing. She said, I got the receipts. Don't let her fool you. Okay. Now it says, Dear Thornton Township homeowner, I am pleased to announce, this is a little blurry, but I can read it, that because of our community, our commitment to doing more with less, the Thornton Township Board of Trustees and I found that we are in a financial position and once again approve a property tax refund to our owners of Class 2 single-family homes and apartment buildings of 6 units or less. This has been particularly difficult this year because of COVID pandemic. which has caused a nearly 700% increase in demand in critical central service, without any additional financial help from the county and the state government to provide the necessary assistance. I have always made financial accountability, responsibility, and transparency a cornerstone of my administration. Because I have never lost sight of the fact that taxpayers like you are the one who have to pick up the tab, Thornton Township can only refund a portion of the tax dollar that you paid to the township. I thought it was 7 cents, 7 cents on the dollar. All right. So it says we cannot refund taxes you paid to school district, municipalities, cook counties, and any other government agency. So at least he highlighted, don't get too happy. We just doing our little portion. There's going to be a portion of it. Here at Thornton Township, we believe that an extra dollars are better off in your pocket. Okay. The application for this property tax refund is on the reverse side of this letter. It must be completed by the homeowner occupier of the property and returned in an enclosed envelope. Okay, so this was how they was getting it. How many pictures that I got that I'm not supposed to have up here? Jesus. All right. So we showed you that. Can you? All right. Let me remove that. I don't know how this picture not show up. Bear with me, y'all. Let me show you this. All right, she got something else. Estimate the amount of your property refund. So this is proof that y'all not going to get $1 million. Probably get something, but it ain't $1 million. You know, we're going to provide the facts, okay? Tiffany, this ain't new. What you trying to do? They calling you out, girl. All right, and she even she proved the checking account deposit. I mean, to the rooter, to the tutor. You know that's my sister. She like, listen, Grace, I'm about to show you what they done did over here. Okay, can I zoom this? No. All right. Oh, God. It won't let me. Anyway, estimating the amount of your tax property refund. Obtaining a copy of the second installment of your property tax bill. On the bill, under the column marked Tax District, find the General Assistance, Thornton. Okay, on the list, move your finger to the right to the amount paid in the column marked 2018 taxes. And this is the amount that you're going to get. Now, I know y'all can't see it, but this thing looked like less than $50. It's in the first decimal place. Okay, so I'm sorry I can't zoom that in, but that is that paper, and now we're going to get, she wasn't playing. Let me see what else. Let me take that off. This is her deposit. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the general assistant of Thornton. Now, this is what it was. Now, this is what she got back. It was more than $50, but she said, y'all don't get too damn sued. Okay. I don't know why this thing won't let me zoom up. But if you can see, I'm going to put it big on the screen. It is about $152.71. General Assistant Thornton. This is the tax bill for 2018. So then she went into showing, and I know we ain't got to make sure none of that. Okay. She even showed us a copy of her deposit of the amount. So it was $150 something. Okay. And this was the deposit. She said, listen, hold on, y'all. She said, please don't let them fool you. And this was how much she got for the tax refund. And she said, don't let Tiffany make you seem like you're getting all of this back. It'll be enough to probably pay a half a light bill or that expensive ass water bill that they've been sending y'all in Thornton, at least, that was estimated. How about that? Okay, so thank you for bringing that up, Foxy Roxy, because I wanted to show y'all what is not new. Tiffany is pushing a Zuccarelli type of thing, and they always got that. She just stopped, and now she about to get her out. She's trying to throw some incentive y'all way and think that she's doing it for your benefit. Okay? So this is a flashback that's going to be brought to you by Thornton Township, Lansing Journal. Okay, let's get to the article. Or the comments first. Exactly, the budget looks inflated. Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that, girl. Y'all cooking in the kitchen. Let me know what y'all cooking. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm gonna make when I get off of here. Something simple. Okay, y'all let me know what y'all cooking. I'll let y'all know what I'm cooking tonight. I don't even trust her for a pack of gum. Okay, here we go. Everett and Wells did it. That we already knew to keep our eye on them. I told y'all months ago, baby, please keep your eye on them, especially Wells. Baby gangster, old lady gangster. Okay, did you do research on the insurance broker? No, I can look into it. We can talk about that on our next live. No, I didn't. But obviously, if someone's going to offer y'all insurance, y'all better take it and run. Alliant, they probably suspect because the Alliant healthcare services that I know as connected to the hospital. I don't know if this is the same company, but y'all know it'd be like mother companies that own different things in different industries, like 3M tape. They have products for the hospital, and they also own like cranes and shit. So Alliant, I don't know, but the one I knew, Anyway, we'll look. Anyway, okay, no, she cannot. She do not have that authority. All right, give me some more detail because y'all know I get to y'all comments late. Lord help us. I love that name. Save us, Jesus. Just give me more detail when you talk because I get to y'all comments a little late. The board has to approve this. That's what she's saying, and then there's word out there from I think it was Carmen or Gonzalez that said, in the news, that said that they can actually approve it via email. They have did it before. And I don't know, but it has been pulled up by other individuals that this was voted on in the past a long time ago. Okay. Lord, please help us. She is not bonded. So you are right. No, nobody about to mess with that lady. Okay. Frank only had one credit card. Her just wants to spend. He did. We're going to get into a little bit of getting to know Frank just a little bit because I think I got something up on that man. Oh, y'all want to talk about Frank real quick? This was in 2011. I'm not disparaging nobody or anything, but I got an article. You want to hear it? Here I go. My little snooping, but I'm always snooping. Okay, Grace, I don't know if you know Cheryl Ingram. No. I thought you were, but you didn't have to tell your real name, girl. You could have told me that. People weird out there, and I want you to be safe. So if you're a resident out there, I need you to be safe. I don't even like to disclose my favorite resident because of what they do. Y'all remember the thing that happened with me and Jed and Fania, and then they attacked the lady, like said, nobody talk to her. She's an informant. Now, I don't want that to happen to you guys. So thank you. If you got to be a secret squirrel to deal with me, I understand. Okay? Because I want you guys to be safe. Because people out there just damn crazy. But I love you, Foxy Roxy. Okay? Okay, she wants others to have cards so she can get them to spend money, threaten or coerce them to spend money, and nothing comes back to her because her name not on anything. Exactly. She want them to get credit cards, but then she want her name on a banking account. So that's what she was like, don't put my name on no credit cards. You remember that? But then you want your name on a banking account. You're not that smart if you want to do financial crimes because it's going to get linked back to you, all them wigs and stuff. She plans on getting away with everything in Dalton and in Thornton and in the township because her name is not on anything, but it's everywhere, just not on credit cards. She's going down. She's an authorized person, so we just talking in circles. I'm about to be mad at the FBI. Let me just not even think about them right now. I'm talking about what she's supposed to be getting on my damn nerves. Not you, but the situation. You know what I'm saying? 4 more months. See what happened. Wow. So there was already a refund before she acted like she came up with this thing. Yup. There go the proof. It wasn't new. And then they may not get a lot. Look at your tax bill. Look how much Thornton Township charge you on that tax bill. And that's how much you may be getting back. Is that worth your vote and your headache and your soul? Is it worth your soul? Yeah, our property tax from Frank was $58 in 2021. That was the last one that y'all got. Jesus. She been making them think 100% refund, like they would get thousands back. They will get $50. So we wanted to highlight that because you see the way that she says it. Hold on one y'all second, y'all. Y'all like my braids? I did them myself. I'll bring my own here. I had to take that wig off. I'm not about to have no wig. I ain't about to have no wig all the time. Anyway, yeah, but you see how Frank broke it down. He at least told the truth, and that's what made people deal with Frank. Because when we read this, y'all gonna see why Tiffany learned it from the best. No disrespect, God rest the dead. I want to know the budget, and I'm making lasagna and black eyed peas. Shout out to you. Okay. Well, today I'm just making tacos. Okay. What's the tacos? I'm making shrimp like tacos and turkey tacos with the ground turkey and the taco meat. We're gonna saute it. We got the chips, we got the queso. I'm gonna be a fat girl. Eat queso. I'm sorry. I like queso. I'm a fat girl when it comes to queso. I'll lick the bowl. That's why I don't bring it home. But today we're gonna do it. Y'all tell me what's on y'all plate today and what y'all cooking. The trustees should get some posters to put up in Dalton, Clean House 2025. That will piss Tiffany off. Well, they supposed to. This is part. Listen, y'all saw the Democrats said on the 1st they coming out. Not the Democrats, I apologize. The Republicans. Y'all saw that. I showed you. They coming out hot. He was so excited. He was like, "We're gonna take our break and we're gonna come in New Year's and we're gonna beat the streets." We got our slate. You heard him. I showed it. You're welcome. Blessings. Do you do your braids like my daughter? Yes. My first hustle was a licensed cosmetologist, so I used to do hair. I have refused to go to nursing school. My family, you should be a nurse. You always want to help people. And I was like, no, I'm a renegade. And I used to do hair, shows. So I used to specialize in natural hair and dreads. So I just do my own hair. You know, when I talk about, y'all know what we're getting into, spiritual altars, and that's my thing coming out. Y'all don't let nobody be putting their hand in y'all hair and all y'all stuff. Y'all better be funny with the people who touch you. Okay? So thank you. Now, is this township officially living on Easy Street? This was the article I found a while ago. Government Finance and Accountability, Illinois Answers Project. This was November 7th, 2011. So they've been asking about what's going on with Frank. Blessings, Valerie. Thank you for being here, Booski. And I forgot to respond to you. I hope you enjoyed your family. I'm going to call you the vacation queen. I got to catch up with you, girl. Welcome back. All right. Now, this is Frank looking all computerized. Frank Zuccarelli job carries a 6-figure salary, an array of benefits, including health care and an annual expense account of nearly $25,000. Do Tiffany got an annual expense account? Woo, y'all better ask. Why you be like, what? Okay, a 2011 GMC Yukon, a credit card, and even a parking spot. And Tiffany had a Tahoe. So we still reading here. Such perks aren't unheard of in the private sector, but Zuccarelli isn't a corporate executive. He's an elected official, the supervisor of Thornton Township since 1993, meaning taxpayers are paying for his salary and other benefits. At a time when numerous Chicago area residents are out of work and struggling to stay afloat financially, this 2011, Zuccarelli compensation may seem overly generous. Another example of the system that's too often benefiting the insiders. After all, he earns 2 paychecks from taxpayers. Aside from, now you hear when Tiffany be like, y'all wasn't saying that was Zuccarelli was doing it. Maybe this article would kind of like clear this up. I'm telling you, I'll be just finding stuff. So after all, he earns 2 paychecks from taxpayers aside from his full-time job at Thornton Township. He holds a part-time position with Cook County government and stands to collect 2 public sector pensions. Down the road, several family members have joined the township payroll under his watch. I had to turn around. God rest the dead. But it sounded a little familiar. Didn't I say this? I just be talking. I was like, you think Tiffany is doing this because she taught this? Like, this is normal? I said, nah, not really. She just thinks she running. I'm like, okay, cool. Then we read this article, and I'm like, wait, I knew this was a tone out there, okay? We found out what was going on in Dalton, and now we know what's going on with the township. Several family members also have joined the township payroll under his watch, including a sister, an aunt, and a cousin. Zuccarelli confirmed to the Better Government Association. He is the highest paid township supervisor in Cook County, but Zuccarelli, 60, says he earned his paycheck. Not only is Thornton the county largest township, covering part of all the 17 South suburbs such as Dalton, Calumet, South Holland, it provides key social services, including food assistance, job training, to an area raving by the recession, he says. Okay. I do a great job. I'm busy all the time, he says. The people who live in the township are getting a good bang for their buck. Okay. This is what he said. Sound like Tiffany. A little arrogant. I'm just speaking here, y'all. This is the first time I'm reading this article. I'm not judging, but y'all hear what I hear right here. So if he says stays on the job, Zuccarelli stands to make even more money. He currently is paid $100,800. Okay, and his total compensation, excluding health care, will top $140,000 in 2011, according to the interview and township records obtained under the Illinois Freedom of Information Act. His supervisor's salary will jump to $128,000 if he's reelected in the 6th term in 2013. This is how he got all his money, and that's how it got transferred to Tiffany. Thanks to the resolution quietly passed earlier this year by the township board, he ran unopposed in 2009 and says he plans to run again in 2013. The township pays for the monthly lease of Zuccarelli Denali, as well as his cell phone bill, business-related travel, and $24,600 in other expenses that don't have to be documented. Now, I got to tell her, you see what Tiffany, don't this sound like what Tiffany is doing? It was okay when he was doing it, but now y'all want to be telling on me. I just got to tell the truth here. Am I tripping? Everybody got to go. In addition, he has used the township credit card that since January 1st, 2010, has charged, among other things, $1,399 dinners at Springfield Cheesecake Seafood. Oh, they were calling him out. $1,000 in White Sox tickets, $980 dinner at Belgado, I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry, restaurant in Homewood, and I had to repeat it over and over wrong. I'm sorry, y'all. And $146 meal at the East Para Pancake House and $24 car washes. Ooh, okay. Sound about familiar. Should I just keep on reading? All right, let's get there. Because I'm making Zuccarelli sound bad. I'm about to stop, y'all. Y'all not about to have me like, she is disintegrating to death. I'm just reading the article. I'll put that shit under there. Them people been going through this. They've been going through this, and somebody been trying to call him out. And that's why Tiffany doing this. He had a Delali. She had a Tahoe. He had a spending account. Y'all better make sure she ain't got no spending account like him. Damn. You learn a lot when you're nosy, huh? This is for y'all, Thornton and Dalton. Please pay attention to y'all politics. This is weird. Shit is weird out there. For real. All right. Blessings again. I was going to put you on the screen. Yes, please hit the like button. You know what we're trying to do. Get the underdog in the algorithm, because all we do is post truth here now. We don't want to control we don't want to control the tone of what you think and how you think. We just want to put shit out there, talk about it, and y'all just make a decision on all of this, like all this shit, Peggy. All of this. Okay. I hope I'm keeping y'all entertained for this New Year's Eve, okay? Y'all cooking in the kitchen. Finger licking. I can't even help it. Here we go. I'm getting all distracted. Moving forward. Now let's watch a little bit of this. Shout out to Lansing Journal. Miss Melanie. She has been doing a great job. My pronunciation be in the trash sometimes. Oh my God. Things just come out my mouth, but I be catching it, y'all. I apologize. She has been on it. Lansing has always been at these meetings doing what they're supposed to do. And this is what she wants to make you guys aware of. Don't let them fool you. Don't let them change the narrative. Okay. We're not watching a full 24 minutes, but we're going to move through this. Okay. Let's play it.
Community informed and connected. We've been covering the drama surrounding Tiffany Henyard and that will help connect the present conflicts with some things that happened in the past. Certain questions bubble up from time to time, recently with Thornton Township board meetings being canceled due to lack of quorum and special meetings being called with special agendas. I think some context from the past would be helpful to understand what's going on with these boycotts and cancellations. At the heart of this current conflict is the vacancy on the Thornton Township board right now. Trustee Jerry Jones resigned on October 7, 2024 with a handwritten note. According to township procedure, the board has 60 days to select and approve someone to fill that vacant seat. If they cannot accomplish that replacement within those 60 days, then that decision is given to the electorate, the broader population of Thornton Township, at a public meeting. I have never been to such a meeting because they don't happen very often. But from what I understand, a public meeting like this would be similar to a caucus. People would be allowed to nominate candidates to fill that vacant trustee position, and a public vote would be taken.
I was reading this comments. I'm about to stop reading y'all comments. I'm just putting start by it. Now, why are you going to say that? I'm just going to it's not funny, but I'm going to let y'all speak your piece, okay? I'm sorry, my ADHD kicked in. Like, girl, Lord help me. Let's finish listening, okay? And I'm going to shut up.
Here's the reason the historical context is important. In 2022, the Thornton Township Board also faced a 60-day deadline to fill a vacancy. That was when Tiffany Henyard was nominated to fill the supervisor seat. That seat became vacant when Supervisor Frank Zuccarelli died. He died on January 3, 2022. The board then had until March 3 to appoint a new supervisor.
HoneyBook completely changed how I do business. I'm a photographer and independent business. It's a fact.
I looked up the agendas and minutes of the 6 meetings held by the board without a supervisor. They met 6 times between Zuccarelli's death and Henyard's appointment. There were actually supposed to be 7 meetings, but one didn't have a quorum, so that meeting didn't happen. Even so, this board had 6 opportunities to appoint someone to fill that vacant seat. On January 10, there was a meeting. On January 11, there was a meeting. Also on January 25 and February 8. February 22, there was supposed to be a meeting, but there was no quorum. Then there was a meeting on March 1 and on March 3. Now, if you are interested in these minutes, you can access them from the Lansing Journal's website. For this video, I just want to mention a few things that caught my attention while I was reviewing those minutes. First, there were a lot of closed sessions, and those closed sessions were often long, an hour, 2 hours sometimes, and we don't know what happened during those sessions because they were closed. Second, I don't know if this is significant or not, but it caught my attention. Trustee Joyce Washington was appointed Supervisor Pro Tem, or Pro Temp, as the minutes say, on January 10, the first meeting following Zuccarelli's death. At that January 11 meeting, after a closed session, Washington was also appointed Deputy Supervisor, quote, with a stipend of 5% of salary. I don't know if that's 5% of her trustee salary or the supervisor salary, and I don't know if it's standard practice to pay the interim person a stipend, but there it is. It's in the minutes.
Now, I think that she was highlighting this because she started to highlight some funny business that was starting to go on when Zuccarelli passed away. Okay, so let's just listen because she say some key important things so people don't forget how we got here. Shout out to you, Bob. Welcome, welcome. Let's play it.
I also don't know why the change from supervisor pro tem to deputy supervisor, but from that point on in the minutes, Joyce Washington is referred to as deputy supervisor. Another thing I noticed at the February 8 board meeting, there is an item that says, quote, Deputy Supervisor Washington entertained a motion to bypass item B under new business on the agenda. When you go to the agenda to see what item B under new business was, it says, quote, fill the vacancy of township supervisor by appointment.
So this is showing that they were doing some funny business and allegedly trying to stop the people from voting. Okay, they started negotiating amongst each other, putting things on the agenda, but didn't address it because allegedly Zuccarelli had someone in mind to take his position. I don't know how much better she would have been, Miss Cassandra, but that was who he had in mind.
So for some reason, the board chose not to spend time at their February 8 meeting filling the vacancy. They chose to bypass that item. Their next meeting was scheduled for February 22. That's the meeting that was canceled due to lack of quorum. That brings us to March 1, which is the first meeting the Lansing Journal has video of. We don't have video of the whole meeting because this was before we started recording full meetings like we do now. But we do have footage of the 2 nominations that were made that night. I'm going to show that clip, but first I want to share something interesting I noticed in the minutes.
Now listen to this because many people think it was just Gonzalez's fault how Tiffany got in, but this shows something a little different.
The minutes record 2 public comments that were made at the March 1 meeting. First, Pastor William Fleshman of Dalton is recorded as saying, quote, the appointment must come from this board and be from among you, those who were handpicked and currently sit in the seat of trustee, because Frank Zuccarelli saw something in you that you may not have seen in yourself. So
you was handpicked by that man that was just spending all that daggone money. I'm just saying, I'm going to put the article under there because it was way more. I had to stop. I stopped because I didn't want to disintegrate this man's name. But they've been asking questions about his spending since 2011. And he groomed them, handpicked. You see why I think it just needs to be like, I always say I had to take somebody for a phrase, clean the whole damn house. Something's weird.
So there was a certain feeling, maybe some pressure, that choosing the next supervisor should be a board decision, not a people's choice. Second, there was a public comment made by South Holland resident Doncor Parker. He's recorded as saying, quote, these 4 trustees owe it to all of us out here to go into the back room and come out here with someone victorious, no matter who it is, as long as it's one of our family members that we need to get behind for re-election and support going forward. Now, Doncor Parker is the person we see supporting Tiffany Henyard at the next meeting. So that's interesting. But let's get to the video from the March 1 meeting. 2 nominees were presented, Cassandra Elston and Jerry Jones, and they were presented after a 2-hour closed session. Here's what happened.
Don't go yet.
All right, nominations are. What were they back there talking about for 2 hours? Definitely the people will not choose. Let's finish listening. Look at this old lady in her hat.
Open.
And this is the lady you're going to see next to Tiffany, this lady in the hat right next to her.
Nominations are open.
I nominate Cassandra Elston, Thornton Township Supervisor.
Have a second?
Yeah, a second.
So he never nominated Henyard first.
No second. Nominations are still open.
I nominate Jerry Jones.
No, not yet. We're waiting for a second.
This when the chaos started. Everybody right here, they know what to do. Them COVID masks had their brain freaking hypo-oxygenated. And Miss Everett ain't never take that damn mask off since she heard of COVID. I don't even know how her face look. It's probably smushed in at this point. But let's move forward.
Do we have a second for the nomination, our first nomination for Cassandra Elston?
Cassandra Elson, that was the one who they wanted to get in first. Gonzalez nominated, and then nobody even finished making a decision. Then somebody was like, Jerry Jones, I nominate Jerry Jones. They was over here playing with people live. Imagine if Jerry Jones was the supervisor. Oh my God. I can't even imagine. He can't even freaking articulate himself and not talk from two sides of his mouth. Maybe he would have been just like Henyard, because that's what Jerry Jones do. He talk out of two sides of his mouth.
There is no second. Nomination fails. Nominations are open. Do we have another nomination?
I nominate Jerry Jones.
So this was the heist. This where you have Tiffany talking about, I nominate Jerry Jones. They was over here playing with people's lives.
Do we have a second?
Yeah, got to be kidding me.
I second that nomination.
Second his own nomination.
Do we have a second? There will be a vote.
Yeah, there's a vote. Motion, second vote. Roll call. Or discussion.
Any discussion?
Call the roll.
Roll call. Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
No.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Abstain.
Deputy Supervisor Washington?
No.
You, yeah. No to you, Jerry Jones. To me? Yes, you.
Deputy Supervisor Washington?
Nominate Jerry Jones. Second.
Just say
Now she want to change because he looked at her like, me? I thought we had a deal. This is the undermining stuff that the residents didn't hone in on that was going on that night.
Yes. Second.
Yes, yes.
Just say yes.
Jerry. Yes. Yes.
The 2-1-1 vote.
No one is elected.
It fails. Nominations fail. We have to go back into closed session.
They go into another closed session. Okay? Because whatever they planned didn't work out right there.
This is crazy. This is really crazy. I'm not like the person, but this come on, y'all. This is crazy.
I feel genuinely nervous to release this to the.
We're going to fast forward a little bit because I want you guys to go to the Lansing Journal page and watch the full thing.
After those two votes, the board decided to go into a closed session again. That session lasted an hour. And then Deputy Supervisor Washington came out and said that the board was going to recess. This was at 10:30 p.m. on March 1. So the earliest they could reconvene and give 48-hour notice would be March 3 at 10:30 p.m. That's what the attorney is saying at the beginning of this clip.
Notice is 48 hours from now is then.
All right, so let's just move forward to when Tiffany gets elected. She's not elected by the people, and that's what they're saying. The people did not elect her. And it was some type of fugazi shenanigans going on in the background, allegedly. First, it didn't work. It says right here in this footage from the meeting before Tiffany Henyard was appointed. It says the 8th attempt nomination on March 3rd before Tiffany.
So already you get a sense of how dysfunctional this is. In fact, the headline of the article I wrote about that meeting was "Confusion Marks Attempted Appointment of Zuccarelli Replacement."
And we have that article, and I think that's what we looked at just a few minutes ago. Oh no, I got the article. I don't think we looked at it. I have it right here. We can look at it and see if there's anything significant.
You can see how weary Joyce Washington looks in that clip. And I just got the impression that the board was so used to having Frank Zuccarelli handle everything, they just didn't know how to run a meeting without him. Anyway, the March 3 meeting was just as dysfunctional. Again, we don't have video of the entire meeting, But Josh Bootsma and I co-wrote an article that summarized the proceedings, so they are documented. And I'll link to that in the description if you want to read that article.
That's why.
I nominate Tiffany Henyard for township supervisor.
Now, by this time, they done had 3, 4, 5, 8 meetings to figure out what's going to go down. And they decided to nominate Miss Fugly. I'm going to have to, but they decided to nominate her ass. Oh, okay. This was a heist.
You all making a mockery out of this one. Trustee Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Trustee Gray Everett?
Yes. It was the moment to the beginning of the end for Thornton residents. And that money. Okay, now we're gonna get to the most important part. This is what Tiffany said. She ain't lie. She didn't lie. Y'all heard what I read about Zuccarelli. Look what she said. Watch this. Tiffany Henyard, bonus.
So you've been voted the Thornton Township Supervisor. How do you feel right now?
Oh man, I'm overjoyed. I didn't see it coming. I love it. That means that I am truly blessed and everyone loves me. I love them. Thank you.
It seemed like a surprise to everyone in the room. Just a surprise to you as well?
Yes.
Okay.
See, I'm still trembling. Yes.
What brought you to tonight's meeting in the first place?
To support whoever was going to be the next supervisor.
Okay.
And they for Dalton.
What impact does this have on your current position as mayor of Dalton?
I can hold both seats, so I'm loving it.
Okay.
McDonald's, I'm loving it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the youngest supervisor and the first female. I made history again twice.
And you're taking the position of.
Y'all should have knew it was a problem if she came off acting like that. Now I'm from the hood, but I know how to. And I come home like, she like, girl. We knew it was gonna be trouble after that. Let's finish listening to what she say.
You're taking the position of Mr. Frank Zuccarelli, obviously a big shoes to fill. What are your thoughts on that?
I will basically lead what he has started. I will follow in his footsteps.
She said, I will lead and follow his footsteps. Now, y'all want to finish read that article? Because it sounds like she following somebody's footsteps. No disrespect. This is not new. Okay, this is why it's so important for the residents of Thornton and Dalton to know what's going on in their government. Now that the veil has been ripped off your eyes and you're starting to see people for who they are, you're getting full disclosure of their background. Maybe they changed, maybe they're the same, but you should have the right to have the choice. And that only time when you have total freedom of choice is when you have total disclosure. And not the narrative being pushed down your throat. And that's what we do here. So Grace Levi called it. She's similar to Zuccarelli. And I didn't want to throw my man under the bus. But that one article, just one, was like, whoa, red light is a problem. Hold on. I got a sound effect for that. Let me see if I still got this sound effect because I haven't used this sound effect in a long time. Here we go. That's what happened when her ass got elected. The alarm should have sound. Okay. So let's move on. Should we get to the meeting that took place last night? The shenanigans? It's just a few parts of that meeting I want to show y'all because literally it was a waste of time, dog. Over here playing Vegas. I love it. I went but didn't, so no comment. What do you mean? Tell me what you're talking about, girl. Shout out where you from. Shout out what you're eating today, what you're cooking in the kitchen. Finger licking. I'm about to get off at 5 o'clock, y'all, so I can make my little queso. And so I can be a fat girl. All right. So do y'all want to get to the meeting? And I'm going to highlight what the residents said as far as the insurance. Now, I don't know if that's totally the truth, but let's see. Is there anything that's significant in this meeting that y'all? I'm gonna listen to some of the residents, because Tiffany, she's just been a broken record, saying the same thing, trying to mind people, thinking somebody gonna fall for the propaganda. Thornton Township. Now this was okay. Who was this? It was two people who we could watch use their video. It is Critical Smoker, or the other gentleman I told you about is SSIA. I mean SS in Action. Nah, I think I'm gonna watch Critical Smoker. Ooh. Oh no, he got it. Let's see what he got. Okay, let's give him a little bit of airplay, because he only has 600 views. This is somebody else that be going to the meeting as well. Y'all know I don't hate, I congratulate. So this is S in Action, and he goes to different meetings throughout Chicago. Okay, so give him some shout out, some love, and y'all go check that out. Let's watch. I want to hear what the residents got to say, because she make me sick. Sorry, y'all.
You hear them talking about our township? It's embarrassing.
Now, I am not about to listen to Catch a Dog Smith, but I will say not allegedly, because I know my favorite resident ain't gonna lie to me. He tried to gaslight and basically bring up the fact that Jones was not approved to resign, and that shit didn't fly. That's the only thing significant that I think he said. I don't deal with Catch a Dog Smith. If y'all know who Catch a Dog Smith is, let's put a picture of him. And this is a real picture of Catch a Dog Smith. I thought it was a manipulated picture, but that's how he looked. That's how this man looked. What the hell is wrong with his mama? He must have dropped him on the head like the guy from the Goonies. Y'all remember the movie The Goonies? If y'all 80s babies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Goonies. And the guy, the one they had chained downstairs at the bottom of the restaurant. Y'all remember that? I know y'all remember that. He was Munch. No, Munch was the fat kid, and the other. Y'all know who I'm talking about. Y'all want me to put that picture up there? I'm gonna get it next time. I ain't going to interrupt the broadcast to show y'all who he looked at.
Put to them by the side.
Right now to override them. I know I'm sure other towns had this issue before. So what do? You just sit here and wait and just hope they'll show up?
See? And this is when I think she has her henchmen there, because they tried to basically put on Carmen and Gonzalez, you are the problem. All right, before I go, I just want to show you. I found the picture. Y'all know who he looked like? All right, y'all. Y'all know I'm gonna have to show y'all. Y'all watch the Goonies? If y'all never watched the Goonies, I'm about to show y'all. I'm about to interrupt this broadcast to bring you a picture of the Goonies. Let me see. Now, don't he look like this, y'all? Now, tell me I'm tripping. This don't look like Catch a Dog Smith. Tell me I'm tripping. This was my favorite movie, Goonies, and he was actually the hero. But this Catch a Dog Smith, I'm going to get his name. What the heck is this guy's name? His name was Hunk. I think that was his name. And the other one was Chunk. He's like, I'm Chunk, you Hunk. And that is Catch a Dog Smith. I had to interrupt our broadcast just to show y'all that. Y'all know I ain't got no damn behavior. This old monster looking ass. Okay, let's get back to... Sorry to interrupt. Now, you know Tiffany had her goons at this meeting over here trying to cause mayhem and change the narrative. Y'all know what's been going on this whole time. People trying to change the narrative, have y'all thinking outside y'all box, and people just go with it like, I'm going this way. I'm going this way. Don't lose focus. This broad got to get out of here. It's a reason why Gonzalez and Carmen is not there. And look at ain't got no job Williams over there. Look at his ass, volunteer.
Yeah, I mean, your question, what do you as a attorney, what's your advice?
I can't disclose what advice I give my counsel.
Well,
I have a great attorney-client privilege, I cannot disclose that. I can't disclose any advice that I give to my clients that waives attorney-client privilege.
Okay, who's your client? I'm sorry. Are we your client? My question is, if her hands are tied as supervisor, because the trustees not coming, then that means services to us is not being done. So my question is, you said attorney accountability, what about to us? So I'm saying, what do we do, or what do you all do to override this situation? Do we keep letting it go on and go on? Now we're going to 2025 with the same problem?
Ma'am, I only give advice as an attorney. I don't dictate policy. I don't dictate.
So what advice would you give?
I cannot tell you the
Okay,
advice.
Tiffany, what advice did you give for us to move forward? These trustees not going, these trustees not being for 6-7 meetings. What advice that you gave when we can move forward to get this insurance taken care of and get these services back in place? What advice that you gave? I need to know. Because it's affecting all of us back here behind me. What advice have you given? What can we do about it?
She said that I can't answer.
Okay.
This is the first time where you even open your mouth to answer something somebody says, so we know that she your minion. Because you looking in her face and everything. Tiffany, we ain't falling for your bullshit.
I totally agree with you, and that's where I'm at.
Let's see. Next person. Let's see if this next person her minion too. Most of them, because people didn't want to go nowhere in Harvey. Ain't nobody trying to get locked up. They didn't want to have nothing to do with Harvey. They like, allegedly, crooked as all hell. We ain't fucking with them. That's what my favorite resident said. She said, we ain't gonna buy that damn building. Nope. It is unsafe. That's a problem when you feel unsafe amongst in a public building where law enforcement is around. That's what I'm talking about here. Justice for Alexis Wilson. How do you feel uncomfortable in a government building? That says a lot. Shout out to SS InAction for us using his footage. Go like and subscribe to his channel. I'm going to put it in the chat. And the reason why, he doesn't get a lot of views. He's just like me. We the underdog, y'all. But we be putting in that work. Okay, so please check him out, okay? Here we go.
First, I want to point out that this meeting was called as a special board meeting, so the trustees should not be penalized for missing this meeting. It's not a regularly scheduled board meeting. Tiffany, you're still calling Carmen Carlisle out of her name. It's no wonder that she doesn't show up. I mean, that's very unprofessional and it's hostile. You talk about the insurance. You just said in Friday's meeting that they didn't have an insurance quote, but you have one.
And she got her stuff. Go ahead, resident. Now listen to what she said. Stop trying to call Carmen out because you didn't even have the insurance quote together. Let me just back it up just a second. Back it up, flip it, rub it down.
It's not a regularly scheduled board meeting. Tiffany, you're still calling Carmen Carlisle out of her name. It's no wonder that she doesn't show up. I mean, that's very unprofessional and it's hostile. You talk about the insurance. You just said in Friday's meeting that they didn't have an insurance quote, but you have one now. So if that was the case, all those meetings that they missed that you're saying the insurance was ready, it wasn't, because you just said they didn't have a quote, even as recent as Friday. They just had one today, or just had one as of today, so.
Got him. Go ahead, girl. Using your time wisely. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I like her.
That's a contradiction. Attorney, I would like to know why you.
Now Tiffany little buckethead ass eyes is down. Now it's down. I can't. Moving forward.
Still show up, and this is just an honest question. When you know that there's not a meeting, why are we still paying attorneys to act in their capacity at a meeting that's not a regularly scheduled board meeting? Do you also show up at special board meetings? And is that the answer?
I show up when my client asks me to be there.
Okay. Okay, I was just wondering because it just seems like a misuse of funds if there's no meeting and essentially no reason for you to be here, but thank you for answering. Also, Tiffany, you talk about insurance. You know, there were still cars spotted on Christmas Eve, Thornton Township buses in Hammond, or I'm not sure if it was Hammond, but it was definitely Indiana. So can you explain why the township buses were still operating on Christmas Eve with no insurance out of state?
You're not a township resident.
Thank you for saying that. I actually am. So be careful what you say, Tiffany, because you're inciting violence. You're making it unsafe for me. I am a Thornton Township resident. I have every right to come up here and speak about things that directly affect my tax dollars. I don't understand why you're.
I want to say this. This is the first time I ever saw questions answered. So, woo, Kenneth, I'm grateful they even decided to answer some questions because they never do. Her little buckethead ass got her head eyes down, not listening to this lady when she bringing out the receipts.
So upset that we're wanting to have a voice with regard to how our money is spent. What do you expect us to just look the other way while you go on a spending spree with our tax dollars? Not to mention, you talk about the caucus, you're in here electioneering. This is not a meeting. You should not be speaking about any strategies or anything that happened at the caucus. That is electioneering and that is illegal. Illegal. Okay? I do live in the township, but I'm not going to keep responding to you. Why are you ghost payrolling? Why are you getting paid for the township, but you're always at the village of Dalton? Answer that, William Moore. Why are you?
Look, call him out. This nigga still got a job. He ain't got it at Dalton, but he got it at Thornton, huh? Y'all figure out what he doing there. Should he be fired on his day off?
Always at the village of Dalton, but you're paid by Thornton Township as a full-time employee. That is ghost payroll. Can anyone answer that? Now, please answer that for me. Why you're always at the village of Dalton and you're being paid by Thornton Township?
This is about the township, ma'am.
Okay, I'm asking you, why aren't you here when you're being paid by the township? You're always at the village of Dalton volunteering. How is that possible?
I'll answer that.
All right, how is that possible? Okay, yeah, thank you.
Another resident
did a great job. She used the time wisely. She called out a lot of stuff. And Tiffany, need to stop playing this insurance nonsense, girl.
on the Thornton Township. And also as it relates to insurance, I need to clear something with insurance. As we stated, when we went to that special meeting, we told you, once we get the quote for the insurance, we will call a special meeting. It's on the record. And we called a special meeting once they gave us the quote saying, hey, we are going to insure you. We've been working on this and working on this, and we finally get it. And today is the day to vote for the the insurance. So that's what it is. Just so you know, township talk. For those that want to know who do with government, every single one of my department heads are present at township talk, and they talk about everything they do in their department, from senior service to transportation to IT, everybody's there. So if you want to know the information, all you have to do is show up. But again, you have to read. If you read the information, you know what's going on for a township. All right, go ahead. You have the floor.
You talking about?
Yeah, Supervisor and everyone at the desk. Happy New Year. Thank you so much for being here and allowing us an opportunity. I want to just say thank you, for being in Thornton Township, for having the activities and functions that I've been able to attend for a senior. I am a senior. I did enjoy the senior activity today. I have witnessed individuals who needed help, literally being appreciative of the general assistance program and the various activities that Thornton Township has offered, throughout the time until we've gotten to this point. I would hope that we will be more respectful of those types of functions and community events that has allowed us to enjoy each other regardless of our city or village or town, wherever we live. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, for having such great activities, great events, looking out for seniors, looking out for the children, the after-school programs, the counseling, the computer lab.
Now, I do want to say this because I'm going to let her finish her statement, because what she's saying is truly, truly correct. And I do believe that people need these services and appreciate these services. The issue here is that Tiffany is holding these services hostage at this time. And also, she is allegedly misappropriating funds. Okay, this is to my lady right here, because I know they need this. I'm not mad. Like I said, I have heard other content creators, and I have to call them out without saying their name, who was for the residents, and all of a sudden they so bougie. Why do you need welfare? Why do you need services? You need $10. I'm giving to you when you know your motherfucking ass is broke. Okay, we all suffering shit. If I didn't know how to hustle and get a little bit of help now that my son is 21 and he got to pay some bills, I probably would have had to go somewhere and get some help, because I'm at 25% of my income. Who the hell do these people think that we don't need resources when everything is on fucking inflation? Excuse my language. I'm just going to be real. The problem is Tiffany is holding it hostage. These are the same programs that you heard me read from that 2011 article about what Zuccarelli was producing, minus the job programs and other things that he had that they don't have right now. So this is something that has been in a community. This is something that is needed and people benefit. Thornton Township is big as all hell. Illinois has the highest property tax in the United States, next to Jersey, where I'm from. And you're damn right, we got food pantries all over in Newark, East Orange, and different areas. The issue here is that y'all have a one consolidated township that's in charge of your resources. And the person who's in charge of it don't know how to manage money and don't know how to communicate. And the way your services are disseminated, it doesn't make sense. So it doesn't make sense to the point that someone like let's put it on a screen, is able to manipulate the system enough to get her perks and things through the taxpayers' money. And that's what we're going to be getting into next. What is coming in versus what is coming out. That is the next part to this. We're going to do a 3-hour live, dog. And y'all know I'm going to break it up so y'all guys can get each thing, hit it on a rerun. We're going to do what it do. Okay. So, ma'am, I love you and I understand what you're saying. Me coming from an urbanized area, I was on welfare before I became a nurse. Yup, you're damn right. I got food stamps, I got TRA, temporary rental assistant, and I got assistance to help my kids go to daycare. Daycare a week for kids is like $275. That's when 21 years ago, a week times 2. So stop coming at these residents like they don't need their resources. Stop doing that. To the content creators, shot fired. You better be glad I'm not calling your name out, because you know I ain't scared, but I'm just trying to live on easy street. But cut it the fuck out. Okay? These people need these resources, and she's holding it by the balls. So I just wanted to say that. Did I say it good enough, y'all? Did I say it? Stop trying to downgrade the people because they need shit. Look what type of environment we in financially. Stop it. You're not making that much on YouTube.
There's some people who lived out here in Thornton Township, but that's never aware that Thornton would actually provide them with some type of assistance if they needed it. And it's just really great that it's for everybody. It doesn't matter in which one of the 17 villages you live in, that it's open up for everyone. So thank you. And I think I've done something.
I understand, ma'am.
It's okay.
I was over there with all that inflation, all them taxes. I'll be right there on Tiffany line like, bitch, give me a box. Shit. You owe me. That's what they feel too. So stop it. Stop trying to make the residents feel bad for when they wanted their Christmas gifts. And allegedly, the Christmas gifts they were trying to figure out was they paid for already. Okay? And what do she got them in the stash? That's what we need to be finding out. Freedom of information request, Paul, Mr. Roberts, figure it out. because this broad is holding the resources captive.
Thank you.
Good job, man. You need us stuff.
Happy New Year's, everyone. Happy New Year.
Oh, this, I don't know. I'm already, I ain't gonna judge her. She came in leaning on a thing like, yeah, we about to get it in. Let me see.
My name is Kay Fox, 1X. Attorney, I'm glad you're here for support of our mayor.
Oh,
and,
I knew she was coming for Tiffany. She came in like, let me tell you something, motherfuckers. Listen to me.
Jim, you all got, I'm nervous, number one, but I'm just happy to be here. And I think everybody should start supporting what we got and come together. And if you don't like what's going on, that's the procedure of voting. And if you come to the meetings, whether you say nay or yay, but you still show up. Because you'll know it's just like the same thing as you not being here, but you're here.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Ma'am, what will happen if they show up? Just to reiterate, because y'all not about to flip it on Gonzalez and Carmen. They saving y'all asses for her running amok on the bank account. Putting everything in her name, credit cards and shit. Take the wheel. They're trying to stop her from getting control of the bank account and all of the things that she bankrupt allegedly Dalton with. Okay? It's a 2-2. Remember that this woman right here, the original gangster, I just got to put this up so people can stop this nonsense. You want to stop this narrative today, not yesterday, but today. She's going to be the one to vote allegedly for Henyard, and Henyard going to get everything. I was scared because this was going to happen. So, ma'am, what she done gave you? Then gave you a Christmas gift, a food box, allegedly. Come on, Grandma. Let's think. You got to think.
So while everybody, well, I'm not going to say everybody, but while several people are targeted on there, they're targeting our whole system. They broke our system.
I'm not about to listen
to they was targeting one person. They got a system for voting. Like I said, you vote your presidents, your elected officials, your citizens, your governors, your mayor. If you don't like it, go with the system.
Okay, we're moving forward. I can't with her right now. I love you, ma'am. Stop it. The system is broken. The system is broken. And you didn't realize it. Wake on up, baby.
Hello. My name is Linda Wilkerson.
Damn, all these people thick as all hell. What y'all got down there y'all eating? I need to get some of this. Y'all thicker than the Snicker down there. All the old ladies. I'm sorry, y'all. I got jokes.
And
I like my hat.
I'm a resident of South Harlem. I came here to get information for myself and see for myself. Yes, I do watch the news, but I know that the news can be fake as well. So I wanted to hear it for myself. I was sorry to hear you all attacked like I saw on the news. I'm sorry to see you attacked too. But one thing I know, I retired from the Postal Service as a manager. And no matter who calls the meeting, if you're subordinate.
Okay, I got to move forward. Y'all see what's happening here. Next person. Y'all see what's happening. These her goons. Ain't nobody else show up. Nobody about to go to Harvey, get locked up. This all her people. So let's listen to this. I'm over that.
I'm a resident of Harvey, so therefore I'm a resident of Thornton Township. And I would just like to say I really appreciate the open atmosphere that you're offering for the residents and the inhabitants of Thornton Township to be able to voice their opinions.
The same open atmosphere that got Stephanie locked up, the same open atmosphere that got her falsely arrested? Huh? Okay. I'm tripping. Let's just finish listening. Ma'am, I'm listening.
As a resident of Harvey, we're not able to do this. I don't know if you know or have been watching any of the videos that the city of Harvey puts out during their city council meetings, but Mayor Christopher Clark routinely violates our freedom of speech.
Woo! Okay, y'all already. Why they gonna start us? This is the gift that keep on giving. Didn't you say that in the audience that this is the gift that keep on giving? She up there out in Clark like this motherfucker up there, like he taking our voice. This is who you're about to have in her seat. Let's listen to what she got to say about Clark. Oh, don't worry, we got a live coming up about who is Mr. Clark. Oh yeah, we got so much to talk about here, guys.
We're not able to make.
Listen.
I really appreciate the open atmosphere that you're offering for the residents and the inhabitants of Thornton Township to be able to voice their opinions. As a resident of Harvey, we're not able to do this. I don't know if you know or have been watching any of the videos that the city of Harvey puts out during their city council meetings, but Mayor Christopher Clark routinely violates our freedom of speech. We're not able to make any sound or clap or anything from our seats without being charged with disorderly conduct.
You see why ain't nobody showed up? This why ain't nobody showed up. Y'all better not even look at Clark. Chris Clark name. If y'all thought y'all had a problem with Henyard. Oh shit. She telling. This is the preemptive information we need for our deep dive on him. Damn, this is bad.
Disrupting a meeting. We're not able to we're also intimidated. He uses the police force to intimidate us. He uses the police as weapons to keep us under control and under subjection to the way he runs the meetings. And it's really very, very unconstitutional and it's very unfair because we are the residents and we have a voice. And just as the lady said before, that we have things to say about how our tax dollars are being spent, how our city is being run, and things to that nature. But yet, just recently at the last city council meeting, I was cited for disorderly conduct, and escorted out by police. And we have usually during a.
Please don't tell me we're gonna have another 4 years and be talking about what's going on in Thornton Township if y'all get Clark and that motherfucker. Excuse me, y'all better. She is warning you guys of what will come if Chris Clark is in there. Ooh, this is bad.
City council meeting, there are more police in this room than there are in this building right now. And it's a ploy for intimidation, it's a ploy for suppression and oppression of our voices as residents. And so I just want to thank you for allowing, even though every comment might not be what you want to hear or might not be favorable to you or the way you're running, at least you give the residents their voice. And so I thank you for that.
Yes. At least Henyard put a motherfucking head down and ignore you and not get you locked up like Chris Clark does. That's what she telling y'all. Oh, damn. Before we get to the other comments, let's get to y'all comments. Wow. And y'all know I didn't watch this, right? So I'm just coming in like, I watched some of it, and that was the first part that I heard her talking about the insurance. And then I did these comments. Oh, damn. Let's get to what y'all talking about down here. She needs to buy her own insurance so they can move on. Here we go with the BS. Yes, Fox Roxy. H. Spog, love that you're here. Thank you for participating. You came a long way, boo. Listen, that's part of Levi family. The problem is TIFO is uninsurable too big a liability. So she's a big ass liability. I understand people need to help. When you get old, the body can't protect itself. Yes, and we have to work together. And obviously, seniors are afraid. She's telling y'all. I see she confirmed what I said. I said allegedly people said they were not going down there. Allegedly, the Harvey police is allegedly worse than Dalton. Allegedly. And you hear what she said. She got charged with disorderly conduct for breathing. Sound like they pulled a Stephanie Wiedeman on her, huh? Food is bought by the taxpayers. Exactly. She looks at all her followers, but looks down if they are against her. That's her MO. Tony BSN, RN. Shout out to the RNs. Girl, you still on the floor. I pray for you. I'm never coming back unless it's a pandemic. But shout out to the RNs. It's always senior, senior, senior. She doesn't speak on the youth. Exactly, because what we look at, I think some of the grants that she got, majority of it was senior and agriculture programs. And you know we ain't over. We're going to get into some of the money that's coming in. We ain't done. I'm keeping y'all entertained. I know my son's like, when's she going to start cooking? In a second. Okay. Your heat gone and these folks need help. Is your health? Is that what you're saying? Okay, let's get to it. I'm moving down. Okay. Water bills are gas bills and taxes on a fixed income. The water bills, the gas bills, and everything. Imagine that. I kind of understand what you're trying to say. This is what the seniors have to be forced with on a fixed income when the gas rates go up. A couple of years ago, I had to lock in my rate. Y'all remember this type of stuff affects us. So they need these services. Shout out to the content creators who thought they could talk about the residents who needed shit. Yo, two-faced ass talking about the residents. I'll give you $10. No, you fucking won't. Shit broke ass. What shit broke ass? Okay, let me stop. Y'all know, shots fired. Oh, let me put this up there so I can keep y'all entertained. Just know that Grace Levi ain't changed. I'm going into the
I might not beat you up. That don't mean that I don't want to. You understand what I'm saying? Don't think that just because I ain't take it there that you didn't deserve it. I might didn't give you what you deserve, and deep down in my heart, I'm really hoping that somebody else will, so that I don't have to. You know why? I'm a retired crash out. I don't like being tested. It take a lot of self-control to not give people what they deserve. Okay?
I had to put that up. You know, I gotta be a little messy. I never back down. I just punch bullies in the face. Okay. Please hit the like button and subscribe. Thank you, Valerie. We're going into hour 2, and we just have another half an hour. We're going to get into some of these numbers because tomorrow we're going to do a part 2 and get really into the numbers again. Okay. She was the best one. Who, the lady? This one? The one that was talking about Chris Clark? Shit, thank you for the warning. Bad Bunny. Welcome. Hard works, folks, can die in a day. What that mean? What? She says some foul stuff to Dan Lee at the last one. Was that her? Now, wait, let's make sure we're not mixing up the people, okay? Because they said that the picture they showed in Dalton, comparing that lady in Dalton in the car, was not the lady who put up her crooked ass rheumatoid finger. They said that's 2 different old ladies and they look alike. So we got to be careful here, guys, because I don't want nobody attacking nobody. Let me, get at these content creators and we just keep that like that. But y'all need to be out there acting like that, okay? Okay, she has Keith Price stance. Who, that lady? Like her knees, she couldn't stand up. Shut up, Ace 5. I love you. You up. I was looking at her knees too. I was like, damn, my baby got arthritis on her knees. She can't even stand up. She need to be sitting down. I love you guys. Y'all so an amazing drive-by. Who doing a drive-by? That lady? Okay. Strange how all these starring people all drive good cars, cash, and are overweight. I'm just saying. But they said that these people supposed to qualify for these services. Okay. So I'm gonna stop right there because I got plenty more comments. I'm gonna get to the comments, and now we're just gonna finish listening to see if this guy got something to say. He pulled a Robert, this Caucasian guy. He did. He came with it.
I just wanted to add to that. So my name is Ryan. I'm president of Harvey, the Harvey Historical Society as well. I have no Harvey spirit shirt on today. But no, I wanted to echo that. Venice is literally the nice.
I gotta laugh. He had the broadcaster shirt and shit. I'm sorry. People make me laugh.
By the way, she just spoke. She got a $500 fine because Clark didn't like, I don't know, something. So it's just crazy.
This is the Robert of Harvey. Is this the young Robert of Harvey? Let's listen to what he has to say. Because this man, we're gonna start looking at these Harvey meetings. Y'all better not get Chris Clark ass in there. This is the Paul Roberts of Harvey. Let's listen to him.
I'm not here to be a fan of Tiffany or Napoleon or Chris or anybody. I just want to see the truth. I want to see the right thing done. And I do want to say though, I mean, this is amazing. because Linus is right. There's usually about 10 to 15 heavily armed police for all of our city council meetings. There was no, they don't even have the metal detector up. They have the metal detectors. They wand you. They stare you down. They stand behind you when you're giving comments. So I guess I have a problem with everybody, like the media, for instance. Like, why? I understand the frustrations that people have with you, Ms. Henyard, and the disagreements, but you get so much coverage. It seems like a personality thing, because like I was talking to some people today, and I'm like, well, are they gonna have money to pay the bills for the township? I don't care if you hate Ms. Henyard. Or if you, like I said, I don't particularly love any of the candidates unless they're maybe independents running for township. Okay, I'm not really a fan of any of them. I'm definitely not a fan of our mayor, Chris Clark. But we
say that, baby. I ain't a fan of none of them either. No disrespect. I like House. I'm quiet as all hell. I'm not saying nothing else. I'm minding my business. I'm just giving y'all unbiased news.
We need to make sure that things are running. So that's, I heard people online today saying, don't boycott the meeting, don't come to the meeting. Well, how are we going to pay the township bills? So, but I just have to say, every meeting I've been to with Ms. Henyard, even though, sure, there are a lot of things we would disagree on, but I have to say, she is 10 times fairer and less of a dictator than Mayor Clark. And really shame on the media and for giving Tiffany all this attention. And meanwhile, I was arrested in this very room for videoing, just like you saw me. My alderwoman is right here, Colby. She was arrested twice, false arrests, because she dared to ask how Clark is spending money. So this man wants to run to take her job. So I'm just letting you all know that in case you didn't know. So Christopher Clark is a tyrant. He's horrible. Why does Tiffany, even with all of her problems, she get all that attention? And we have unsolved murders here in Harvey. We have police follow us around for just asking questions about how our money's spent. Like, what? I'm not downplaying any of the bad things that maybe Ms. Henyard has done or been accused of doing, but something's not right. We need to just get the right things happening. So I don't care about personalities. I just want people to get done with it. And something that bothered me with the lawyer too, I don't know the legalities, but it did bother me when people were asking you questions, and then they said that, okay, why can't you say anything? Oh, I can't, something about my client. But I agree with the first lady where she said, wait, aren't we?
I got to stop. My baby is going off. He just going off. He telling everything. This is not the broadcast for this. We're going to replay. We're going to replay his section when we go into Chris Clark. He said he is a tyrant. The Henyard is way better than this. He started going off like diarrhea. He sound like me at the end of my contract where I start telling everything. Like, you know what they did? I'm never coming back here. Yo, I ain't see it coming. So this was what happened yesterday. Okay. I don't think we have to show you no more. We broke it down a good, I think we broke it down good. We showed you what Henyard said prior. Y'all could go look at her Facebook page. I'm not about to finish listening to that. We showed you what Lansing had to say and how they broke it down. So me, the online resident as well, and you guys, don't forget what's actually going on. Do not let them bombard you into feeling like, oh my God, Tiffany didn't show. Gonzalez and Carmen didn't show up. It's their fault. Don't let them change the fucking narrative. Don't let them do that. I explained to you in detail why we got a problem with Tiffany. And it's because of her inconsistent spending, lack of communication, disrespect, commingling, not allegedly, but shown, and this.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
How you like, with your broke ass since the inauguration? We've been dealing with this shit. The inauguration and the 4th of July and everything. Oh, yeah, I remember. All right. So now we're going to get to our last section of our broadcast. And guess what, guys? My son done bounced. He done went with his girlfriend. I was in a rush to cook him. I'm going to cook at 5. He left a note like, love you, gotta go. So I'm going to be cooking for myself, y'all. I don't care. Y'all know I'm used to being by myself. Now, let's get to this. This is the beginning to what we're going to do tomorrow afternoon. We're going to get into a little bit of the numbers. Now, you remember on this agenda that they wanted to approve the ordinance for the General Assistance Fund as well as the proposed budget. Tomorrow, we're going to get into details with the proposed budget. Let me just show you. We have it up there. I have to do my deep dive because I didn't get to because it was so much I showed y'all today. How much more do you want from me? Tell me what you want from what you want. Y'all know I'm supposed to be on this screen. I ain't got no fucking behavior. I be having fun by myself. Do y'all know I'll be in the mirror dancing and shit, cracking jokes? Yes. If you can't enjoy your damn self, you can't enjoy nobody. But this is what we're going to look at in detail tomorrow, Thornton Township annual budget. This was the proposed budget, okay? This is what we're going to look at tomorrow, what they won't approve, okay? Now, just to bring us up to par before that, let's look at some of the monies that was coming in. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm showing you the right thing. Both of these ordinances, they actually have, you can see three columns of the last year in comparison. Oh, except for this one, 2025 ordinance and budget. Okay, let's get into that too. So this is 2024 budget and appropriation ordinance for the General Assistance Fund. Okay, this was 2024. We're going to put that on the screen. Now, I'm just looking at 1 year. Okay, and we're going to look into the General Assistance Funds. Here in the General Assistance Funds, is this what Tiffany said? I own this bitch. That's what she be saying. Okay. Now, what I want to look at is just the money coming in versus what's going out. That's all we're going to look at. That's all I got the energy for. The reason why is because I mentioned this to Ms. Wiedeman, like, yo, there have been a lot of grants, a lot of loans coming in. How do y'all expect to sustain this lifestyle or the way the budget was made up based on this money allocation? And she stated to us that in a manner, she was saying like the grants are standard. So it was sounding like, oh, we don't have to pay that back. Now, me knowing about grants, some grants, if you don't appropriate them correctly or use them correctly, don't follow the guidelines, you don't get them or you owe. Now, we know that Tiffany ass was spending before the grants came in. And that is one of the damn problems with Tiffany, too, if you forgot. People who don't know financing and budgeting don't have no damn problem with Tiffany. If you don't have financial budgeting, trying to save money in the economy, you have a fucking problem with Tiffany. Everything the way she moves is a problem for me because I'm budget friendly. Being a single mother since the day one, I said, yeah, I only got one paycheck and I got to spend between 3 miles, baby. Budget friendly. That's where I got this way of thinking. But here, this is the 2000. Now here, this is the General Assistance Fund. You can find this on the Thornton Township page. We're just going to look at the revenue. Let's look at the revenue first. Okay? Because these are some of the things that we have to verify. And this is what I was saying. The revenue, a lot of the revenue for this, now let's zoom in. This is y'all money. This is for 2022, 23, and 24. This is the revenue. And we're still in 24. So this is not actual. This is budgeted. These are actual. So in 2022, it was a revenue from real estate taxes, y'all. So that was $7.5 million. Then 2023, it went down to $5.8 million. Now, I don't know how that happened, how they saved a little bit of money, but the budget real estate taxes that's supposed to come in for Thornton Township is supposed to be $6.1 million. This is where I think she's getting that money from, that 100% tax refund. This is right, because she says you can give her, it's her account. Senior and youth food. Now, this is incoming money, y'all. They get in 2022, it was about $430,000 came in from whatever this organization does, and it's pretty standard. Now, this could be the standardized item that Stephanie were kind of hinting at when it comes to that. Now, in this particular account, no investment income came in. unrealized gains and loss didn't come in the last 3 years. Funds and reimbursement, nothing came in the last 3 years. And this is budgeted for 2024. Donations, nobody donated 2022, 23, and 24. Somebody gave $1,000. This is income, guys. Please, 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 please. Because I'm trying to figure out how y'all going to sustain this. Okay. Now, TT Foundation donations. Now, I'm like, what's TT? It's Thornton Township. I'm like, at first, I was like, what is that? We need to figure out what is this? Where is this money coming from? Maybe we could Freedom of Information request that. Because they've been saying they transparent. Oh, y'all, they got all their Freedom of Information requests online. So we won't keep asking them. Oh, we're going to go into that. Oh, yes, Thornton Township has updated their website. I was like, damn, okay. Because I was looking at Freedom of Information requests, and they have a section where prior Freedom of Information requests that you have made, you can see them and you can get the records. But the records look like, the ones that I saw looks like this stuff that was already on a public website. Okay. So now let's get down to this. TT Foundation donation. 2022, it was $502,000. 2023, $502,000. Budgeted for 2024 is $2.4 million. Where is this $2.4 million coming from? Who is donating that to the township? And I hope y'all not budgeting that for expenditures consistently. Maybe that'll help y'all get out of debt, but that should not be within y'all next budget because this was donation. Okay. So that means that it's not going to be consistent. So we need to figure out where this $2.4 million is supposed to be coming into Thornton. And that's what I'm asking. What's going on here? How could y'all sustain this? This is unrealistic. Grant income. This is just for 2022. This what actually came in. So whatever grant y'all supposed to get from this grant income, I don't know what grant is it, but 2022, it was $406,000. 2023, it was none. Tiffany or the township has budget for a $4 million grant to come through. This grant is not named. I don't know what this grant is. Do y'all see it? $4 million is supposed to come in. Y'all need to figure out where is this coming from. Does the grant come with stipulations? How did this grant get categorized in the same grant from 2022? Is it from the same entity? And how would jump from $406,000 to $4 million? And do we have to follow or abide by anything? These was the questions that kind of followed through from what I was saying. Here we go. CEDA payment. If somebody could tell me what that is, but this is money coming in. 2022, it was only $43,000 that came in. 2023, it was $110,000. It is budgeted for $90,000 to come in. I don't know what the CEDA payment is, but that's not a lot. I'm not mad at it. But when you have grants that come in at $4 million, this needs to be taken into consideration that that's not real money. It won't come in all the time. It needs to be appropriated correctly. This is one of the ones that I looked in as well. The USDA commodities. Now, when we did this research before, I remember USDA commodities was related to agriculture program and senior well-being program and like feeding programs. So this money could be going to any of the above that I mentioned. Now, on the website, it didn't say you have to do this, that, and the third. So I don't know the stipulations of this. But I will say it's a problem with budgeting if you included this same amount of within your budget, because this is not consistent. This is the shit that Grace Levi like. I'll be looking at the numbers like, wait, we about to budget this out. So in 2022, the USDA commodities gave $4.9 million. I don't know if this was a grant or a loan, but it looks like a government funded program. But you have to do certain things with that program. And that's why I think Tiffany focused on senior in I don't know what agriculture is, because she don't do anything as far as farming, but maybe she's considering agriculture in a food pantry. Both years, 2022 and 2023, $4.9 million came in, like just all breezy, punk and easy. But something is different in 2024 because they're expecting a tremendous decrease to 630,000 coming in. This is money coming in. And that's why I'm like, okay, if for 2022 and 2023, if you budgeted $5 million into your budget, you better be adjusting that for 2024 because that money's not coming in. You need to know what is the stipulations to this grant that's coming in that's $4 million allegedly. You need to see if it actually came in or if Tiffany started spending it before it came, just like she did in Dalton. Does that make sense? We looking at the numbers here. I got time. If you got time, I'm almost done, y'all. This was another one we're going to look into to find out who this is. SSI reimbursement. I think that's REMB, what that means. 1DPA funds. I don't know what this is. It's not a big amount, so it don't alarm me. 2022, 16,000 came in. Cool. 2023, 8,000 came in. Cool. 2024, perspective 42,000. Okay, not too off. What is this? I still want to ask what it is, but the big numbers is the problem for me. And is this actually budget? So some way they found the way to budget their books or make the numbers be compatible with 2022 and 2024 as far as total revenue. So the total revenue in the general assistance funds only was $13.9 million for 2022. And it was 2023, it was $11.8 million. In 2024, it's expected to be $13.8 million again. It's because of the tax revenue here, this big ass TT Foundation donation, and this grant that's supposed to come in 2024. That's what I was talking about. That's why people don't want to come on this show, because I'm going to ask these questions. I'm not about to let you fluffer it, buffer it, none of that. I'm like, look, can I show you something? Can I show you something? So this is just based on the question that I asked her yesterday. We're not going to go down into the expenditures till tomorrow because I could be here all day with you guys. Y'all know this is what I do. I got to go cook up some of that queso in the kitchen. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the township general funds. This is where she don't have control over. And the revenue for the general funds seems pretty consistent, except for the unrealized loss and gains. So we're just going to look at that real quick. The one that she don't have her funky ass hands on look like it got more control. I'm just being honest. Do y'all like the commentary? Do y'all like what I show y'all? Y'all know we're going to get in there. Unbiased. Real. Okay, hit the like button. Love you guys. Thornton Township General Funds for 2022-23 and the budget for 2024. They haven't been approved yet. So I just want to show you the difference here. It seems more uniform here because maybe Tiffany ain't got total control over this. But this is the revenue that's been coming in. Now, if you look at these numbers, and I don't think I have to go one by one, but there's not a severe defect in none of these numbers, meaning like for real estate taxes that's supposed to go in here, 3.2 million for 22. 2023 supposed to be 3.5 million. Not a big difference. And for prospective budget for 2024 supposed to be 4.5. Not a big difference. You see what I'm saying? So it don't become alarming to me. But the things that become alarming to me is like 4 million here, 2 million here. Like, what the fuck? Now, excuse me. What is alarming in this particular document, and this is again the Thornton Township General Funds, is that there was a loan, and this may be the loan that Wiedeman was talking about. Here in 2023, there was a loan for $5 million. If I had $1 million, Grace none found it in this account. So $5 million loan that you guys need to talk about for 2023. That is in the actual budget, must have been received. What did y'all do with it? And how much interest is on it? This is what stands out to me here. Here. Something's not right. I think those are the most alarming things that I can show you in this short time, because y'all been with me for 2 hours, so I ain't gonna burn y'all asses out. But y'all know what we could do here, dog. Happy New Year's Eve. I'm happy y'all here with Grace Levi. Let's get to our last document, because I'm about to get done. Now, this is the prospective Thornton Township General Assistance Fund. Now, this is a prospective budget for 2025. This is just a short document. We're not getting into the nitty gritty, that big old book. We're doing it tomorrow. All right, last thing I want to show y'all, because I can't finish at 5 so I can start cooking. Cooking in the kitchen. Finger licking. I'm almost done. You back? Shadri? I heard him. Shadri? Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second. I just asked my son something. What time you leaving? Okay, well, I'm almost done, so we can start cooking. I want to make sure that you good. You fine. Go ahead. I'm almost done. All right, cool. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, because I thought he's going out with his girlfriend. I wanted to get some stuff cooked up a little bit. Let them have a little snack before they get out of here. You know, I'm still a mama with my corny self. All right, so this was the prospective budget for 2025. And we just going to look at what the income is. Fucking Harvey food pantry. Woo, that's the first thing we're gonna look at. Keith Price tomorrow. That damn food pantry. Oh, you know I'm gonna call you out again. Yes, sir. Too much money going out, not enough coming in. So allegedly from real estate taxes, they're supposed to get $7.5 million. That was the estimate, but last year they were, wait a minute. Okay. The General Assistance Fund was supposed to be allegedly $6.1 million going in. I was about to say. And because I was like, whoa, that's a big difference. But the Thornton Township General Fund is only $4.5 million supposed to go in for 2024. So I'm kind of going over the difference of what you're seeing. And again, they're trying to save for this year, 2025. Their prospective budget is $7.5 million going in. You only get $750 in real estate interest. The hell is that? It's money coming in. Now, TT funding donation. $1.6 million supposed to come in. Before, let me just look. It was up to $2.4 million that was coming in for 2024. It's going up and up. Whoever is giving this money, because 2022 was $500,000 and 2023 was $502,000 and 2024 was $2.4 million. And now this year we have them saying that it's going to be 1.6 million. So who's donating? But that's free money, so I'm gonna shut up. Miscellaneous receipt. Now this revenue. USDA commodities. They're saying another 5 million is going to come from this. Last year it didn't come like that. USDA commodities before last year actually went down to $630,000. Y'all remember? I'm just going to show y'all. So I don't know how they project that this amount is supposed to come in from this USDA commodities, $5.7 million, when you will see that the number started to trickle down over the years. And I had told them, that's what I said, you can't budget that in. You can't budget that in. That's not what you're supposed to do. Hold on. Is that the right one, y'all? All right, so you see what I'm saying? USDA commodities. They saying that they about to get all this money in this year from them. They saying they about to get $5.7 million, but you see the trickle off of what happened here. So who is this entity? What are they supposed to do with this money? And why did it change in 2024? And it's supposed to be more remarkably going up in 2025. And did y'all get the money? Because you don't want to fuck around and Tiffany be spending it. So those were some of the questions that I was asking Ms. Wiedeman, not in detail because I couldn't, but that's what I was getting to. Do you see what I'm showing? Damn, they got a lot. These are revenue. Let me go back to 2025 revenue just to finish off. They got more in this revenue allegedly than the other one got. Where the fuck all this money supposed to be coming from, y'all? Let me find out, dog. They done switched it up on us. Remember that revenue list was short. So that's the real estate, what they expect to get. And this is Thornton Township General Fund. Hold up. Let's go to General Assistant Fund. Is it in this? I'm going too far down. I'm about to be over y'all. I need to go eat. That's why my ass lose weight so much. I be fasting till 7. All right. Oof. Oh no. We got to go through this tomorrow. Because I was trying to look for the General Assistant Fund. Wait a minute, me, y'all. Hold up. Oh, okay, wrong paper. Okay, I know what to do. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see, General Assistant Fund. They get too much money in for these loans. So see what I'm saying? I'm going to put that back on the screen. This is what we were talking about. So they're supposed to get $5.7 million from the USDA commodities. And that's a remarkable difference from last year. So who is that and what you're supposed to do with the funds? Yeah. Let's see if we can get to the General Assistant Funds real quick. If it's on this one. I didn't even look at all of this yet. Nope. All right. So we about to stop right there. I think I got it in a lot. I said a lot. Didn't I, y'all? Didn't I give y'all a lot of information? Tomorrow we're going to look into the numbers. This was an intro to looking into the numbers. These was the questions that I asked. Where is this money coming from? How are you guys budgeting it? And I'm hoping that you guys are not budgeting your actual budget on loans and grants because it changed yearly. Okay. And Tiffany has put a lot of people in debt. So what I'm going to do is get into a few of y'all comments and then we're going to start to sign off. Okay. Thank you for being here with Grace Levi, 2.5 hours in of action-packed information. No whining, no crying, no talking about people and drama. Well, we was talking about people, and drama, but y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm keeping it focused for the New Year's. Honestly, people don't understand Clark Wells not with that mess. So they don't know if she was going to side with Tiff or not. All because she gives Tiff a hug doesn't mean she's with the drama. Well, Lord help us. She got Nate Fells out. Her and Catch a Maths Everett voted incorrectly, I do believe, and that's why he had to contest. I knew she was going to do things to help Henyard. They're not giving her a chance to even show that they're going to. You know what's at stake if she votes for Henyard? Always hug just because somebody hug and kiss you, they don't like you. I love Lord help us. If they hug and kiss you, they can stand your ass. Because I ain't hugging and kissing no damn body like Tiffany. Miss Lady working for those food boxes, the ones that was at the stand. She was spying on the trustees at the Pancake House. It was hilarious. Bad Bunny, she was there. My favorite resident said she was gonna go, but I think she missed it. I want to figure out what happened to Nate Fells. Did he file his appeal and what we can look forward to? I'll keep you guys posted. They are trying to help Henyard before she clean you all out before she leaves. Thank you. That's what the hell they trying to do. Over there talking about why y'all not coming? Why you not coming? Lord, you didn't see what the hell been happening? Lord help us. She is with Tiffany, that old lady. I'm starting to believe big butt women are aligned. Yo, they all thick. They was all thick as all hell. I'm just keeping it real. I was like, damn, look at that. Y'all got jokes. Y'all know y'all need to be on here with me cracking on people. The trustees don't allow her. So now she's probably would stand with Tiffany since they think that it's her. Who are you talking about? Who is her? Name names. Name names. Okay. Strange how all of these starving people all drive good cars. Yes, we did say that. You know what it is? It's people priorities, though. Man, people will live in a damn shack. I'm from the hood. I had drug dealers who had nice ass banging cars and they in a welfare built apartment. Don't let a car fool you with no furniture, nothing. That don't mean shit. That means that they don't know what assets versus liabilities. Okay. Lord help us. Look at what she did to Nate Fields. Exactly. Took his signatures and wouldn't give them back. Well, she can't according to the law, but she knew what she was doing. Thank you, thou crooked ass clerk. Most folks would have explained he was turning them in too early, giving them back, but she didn't. And yes, she didn't have to tell him, but I told you I have filed papers where the clerk would be like, you want to look at this? And then I'd be like, oh shit, that's not right. You see what I'm saying? So she could have did what she was supposed to do and she chose not to. No food if you have a 5-year-old or new car. What 5-year-old or new car? No food for you. Shut the hell up. Them people be living in their car, especially out here. They be perpetrating a fraud. Phone bills are higher than car payments in a lot of places. They buy iPhones, the biggest ones. People, priorities. Assets versus liability and then need help. No problem. No disrespect to people who need services, but I've seen it in the hood a lot. Okay. Mr. Clark Eastside High. Oh shit. Please don't say he like Mr. Clark from Eastside High. That was my favorite movie. He said, you want to do crack, son? You want to be a crackhead? Go jump off this building. Y'all know I used to watch the movie. I love you. Shout out to you, Ken, and thank you for participating and keeping us entertained on this New Year's Eve. The phone contracts are expensive, and they were all in them credit card receipts. They spent thousands of dollars on phones and everything. I'm going to connect the first Thornton Township numbers deep dive. I did that months ago. I did get a good run about good people, 1,500 people. I think 1,500 people looking at my content. I'm good. I'm not like them. If I get 1 million, I'll be like, oh shit. But I'm good with what I get because only a certain amount of people be able to process this information, have the attention span. We watch documentaries here. We don't do this just junk. So I'm going to put that other video I did on Thornton numbers where I highlighted that something was going on with the food pantry and this thick ass jigger. Let me put his thicker than the snicker ass up there. I wish I had the picture where his crack was showing, but I ain't save it. Okay, y'all know I had the picture with his old crack. Oh my God, I'm getting hungry and sleepy. That's why I'm cracking jokes so much. All right, let's get to the end of it. But she also gave Nate a chance at the last electoral meeting when they tried to nag him with someone else. I'm just saying she doesn't look like the lady that's with that drama. She's not, but her decision wasn't correct. She was like, well, my interpretation, this was well said. And I said, bitch, you're not a lawyer. Yep, we watched that yesterday. My interpretation, you were wrong, Wells. Chris Clark is worse than her. He's her twin. It sounds like it. They wanted us. Y'all better not even split the vote with that jigger. Okay? Lord help us. That man had to go back out and get 600 signatures. She didn't give anything. But we will agree to disagree. She didn't. I agree with you. She didn't. She let that man work hard. She didn't want him to. Credit is debt. Thank you. That is liabilities. That's what I'm talking about, Dean. We on point here. And I know I got a lot of credit card debt. Don't worry, we're gonna pay that shit off this year, dog. Okay? We hitting the lotto. All right, they are telling you something. Tiff and Clark are up to something. Exactly. Foxy Roxy. Thank you for being with us today. All right. She is super mayor. Hell to the no. But Chris Clark is just like his Tiffany. It's twin. I got you. He's a dictator and worse. He getting them people locked up. He said, fuck it. I'm not stopping at one person like Tiffany did with Wiedeman. We doing everybody. Fuck it. Sue me, motherfuckers. That's who that devil is. That's what he sound like. Girl, I'm a state worker. I work from home 4 days a week as a health facility surveillance nurse. Oh, I need a job. Help me out. I'll do it from home too. Help send me your information. I'll do part-time. My ass, I'll work part-time and then they mandate me to do 20 hours. I'll be like, wait, I need flexibility. I got issues, but I am on PD. I do private duty for vet and trait babies. I went back to my original. Shout out to you, Tony. Shout out to the RNs. You play a good role. All right. You need the surveillance with the going on out there. Don't worry, because I'm gonna end up in somebody's court getting some of these administrators locked up. Don't worry. I'm getting myself to that point. I'm gonna catch all those bad administrators in nursing. I'm out. You can't do shit to me now. Okay, let me start talking stuff. I caught a flashback, y'all. Am I the only one that eats breakfast food for dinner or lunch sometimes? No, you're not. We do too. I sometimes in the middle of the night, because I'm a overnight person, we do IHOP. We down for that. Y'all got a lot of stuff in the comments. Let me see. I love you guys, but let me get to someone who I may have not got. Peter Northup. I'm still waiting for the grant she keeps talking about. Thank you. Now, you got to talk about the prospective budget. We're going to get into that more tomorrow. But y'all saw what I talked about, right? That's what I want Stephanie Wiedeman to actually answer. How you going to pay that off if you got to pay back these grants that she possibly didn't orchestrate properly, because she don't even communicate with y'all. Y'all probably don't know half the shit that's going on. She just doing what she want to do. It says FIOA was never answered. Dean, don't worry. We're going to put in some more. And then there's some other paperwork that I'm going to go over tomorrow that's already adult in politics from a couple of months ago. Sad, but the greenhouse garden by young adults is gone. They want fast food. That's why they got high blood pressure and diabetes. That's why we got the highest rate of cancer in America. And we keep teaching our kids to eat this shit. GMO. Not me. Moms, we like to cook. It's how you train them. Don't grants have to be applied for? Stated exactly what money's used for. Exactly. That's what I thought. And that's what I was kind of hinting to Stephanie. But she was saying, like, some of them are standard, so maybe they utilize them correctly. But I agree with you, Matt. They have stipulations you got to do right. Dean, Illuminati, bankers, and politicians. She did rub elbows with the fuckyards. Fucktards. Biden. Hey, it's both sides, Dean. You gonna see what Trump bring in and shit. Like, we're gonna find out. It's the people against the government over here. I'm for real. No disrespect, but do what you need to do. You're gonna realize this whole country gonna turn into Haiti. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be fighting like us in Haiti. Promise you. I agree. No comment. That's why I was out of work for 3 months. I wouldn't take it. And then they was like, come on back. Fuck it, everybody. And then I was in there and I didn't get it. I didn't get the COVID. I was a COVID nurse without that. So I'm with you. Dean. Believe in Jesus Christ, the Most High. I'm sorry, y'all. I just got to throw that out there. I'll brag about that shit because my whole family turned their back on me for that poison. And I told them, you don't need it. So I'm bragging. Shit. Hit the like and subscribe button, okay? 1 million isn't upper middle class. All right. Oh, this is important. Community and Economic Development Association of Cook County. Love you. Thank you. We're going to look that up. We're going to see what the stipulations are, if we can find anything tomorrow. Oh, go ahead. Shout out to the nurses. Yeah, you know I'm going to call you out, girl. Give me some hope. USDA equals food. Yes, and it's the commodities. We're going to go back into that. When I collect this video, we went into that, and it looks like it's for seniors and food services, but it didn't give stipulations directly what the grant has to be used for. Yes, enjoy your pagan holiday. No disrespect, y'all. Y'all know I'm a Hebrew. My New Year started April according to the Bible, but like I said, I support anything that brings people together, that makes y'all love each other, and y'all not out here acting like motherfucking fools. You know what I'm saying? We sharing love, not hate. So with that goes to say 2 hours and 43 minutes into this broadcast, we're going to get the hell out of here. And we're going to party on our way out. Y'all know I'm going to put some Hebrew music on. One of the family members said they really like this song, and I love it. It represents a lot that I stand for, and I love you guys, and I want you guys to overcome. So let's party out together, and we send a shout out to everyone for this pagan holiday New Year's. Shut up! I'm a Hebrew. I gotta say it.
Genesis 15. God makes a deal with Abraham for being obedient to leave the Ur of the Chaldeans and come into the heart of Africa. The way he gives it
For you guys, for my Hebrew,
and the small river and the
all the guys, not just the Hebrew.
That's what they called it. They didn't call it Israel or Palestine. They would always say Canaan's land. The people from the south would sing the songs and pass on the stories about the Israelites and the Jordan River and go down Moses. And I always wondered why we sang all those songs.
Couple years ago, we were chasing our own plane. The lost sheep ain't even know we had a homeland. Used to pray to God, but put it in our own hands. Now we're in truth, no letting go, just like the song sang. A royal nation, we done rose through the tribulation. The devil know his time short, this that generation. The real Israelites is woken and they can't replace it. Joshua 2 and verse 9, they know what they face with. Put on our beautiful garments, blow the trumpets alarming. The niggas in the neighborhood, they greeting salami. Or what they thought he was gonna leave us in this situation. Messiah bleeding, that's the reason why he fixed the nation. And yourself together, we in hot times. Hope you got some oil with you, cause I got mine. The mighty redeemer. Y'all, we know he will. It's almost time for us to get back to that holy field. We will overcome. We will overcome this war for real. We will overcome. We will overcome. Oh, y'all, we stand on this hill with your rod. Y'all fighting for.
They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Answer. Because you are that, you are capable. You are gifted, and you are soon to be opinionated. It's okay to be different. And it's so okay to just be. The world awaits to receive you.
Would you like to learn a brand new and innovative way to invest your extra money that has a low barrier to entry and low competition? What if I told you that it is a guaranteed method to get up to 18 to 20% return on your investment? Tax lien and deed purchasing is the only way to get into the real estate market through the back door. No credit and no loans needed. This method isn't commonly taught, and therefore the competition is very low, for now. Put together a 14-hour info-packed course which will teach you everything you'll need to know to get started. Learn at your own pace, step-by-step guided video and aids to start you on the TLC deed investment process. The course offers many learning tools for new investors, helping ensure you safely invest in tax liens and deeds. Contact us today and join the buyback team.